Hello. Finally feeling a little bit better, so I'll stay until the end. Glad to have you here, buddy. Were you sick? What was happening? Oh, yeah. Hey, Timothy. Hey, Cora. How you doing? Hello. Hope you're having a good day. Subathon is still going strong, isn't it? 18 hours to go. Let's send it over, my friends. Let's send it over. I put the wrong command. Sub resume. There you go. Yes. We're still live and alive. Subathon day 5 is still going on. We still have all the goals going, all of the recurring things. With the goals of getting more collab on as well. We've beaten all the things. If you don't know what we're doing, we're celebrating our 5 years anniversary of the channel, which has been, what, like 5 days now? Still going strong. But yeah, that's kind of the plan for today. We're having Icy today over. He said he invited me to chat a little bit, and it seemed like a fun time. Afterwards, we're going to continue on with our project on WPlays. I know that a lot of people have been playing offline as well. Speaking of, I have reached out on Reddit for the moderators of WPlays, and they have assured me, because I was having some fears of WPlays becoming a toxic game like Amigo, where it would be banned on Twitch for having these kinds of things as well. However, I have reached out to a mod. They were very kind. Her name is, her name is Sky, and she has assured us that while bans are still in the works, there is a workflow that is going to be there is a workflow that is in the works to report the accounts in game, and that is going to be taken care of. There is some mods that are going to take care of, like, so streamers and partners won't be able to fear having like swastikas and like slurs, that kind of shit, like showing up on their screen. So we can actually still stream, and it's perfectly fine. If it happens a little bit, it's fine. The problem is if it keeps happening all the time, that's kind of the issue, because Twitch would not like that. And same deal with YouTube. But we seem to have some good responses. And yeah, that's kind of it though. But yeah, glad to have you here. Hey, Ring Foxy, how you doing as well? Mochi Celine, how you doing as well? See you guys on YouTube too. Twink Edits, how you doing as well? Glad to have you here. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like as well. Leaving likes helps us show up around the front page. So if you do, I would appreciate that. Discord expired as invite is expired. Click !socials. You find the right link for the Discord. Oh yes. So disappointed the heating element in my hair dryer failed. My hair is still damp. Mine too, actually. I was drying my hair before, and I couldn't finish it all, so I'm a little bit damp still as well. There you go. I'm gonna send a message to Icy. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. We're talking with Icy and then playing some WPlays. That is the plan for today. I think you forgot the Discord live notification. Did I? Don't think I did I? No, I did mention in general, and the stream did ping. Yeah, it has actually pinged twice for no reason. I don't know why it pinged twice. I don't know why my stream pinged twice. That's kind of weird. But yeah, no, it did ping, yeah. Like Twitch, here's YouTube. You know, yeah, it's all right. Didn't forget. No. I'm kind of tripping, but no, it didn't forget. I got the notification. That's what I like to see. You're fast. That's when you know a real fan. When you're faster than your notification, you're like, I know what time it is. That's some real shit. That's some real shit. You know what I mean? That is actually some real shit. Let me tell you. When you're faster than your notification, that's respect. Right? Mad respect. But yeah, Twitch doesn't notify me ever. Do you have notifications on? You gotta enable that kind of stuff. YouTube also does it as well. If you set the reminder, you know what I mean? It's like, hey, YouTube, remind me of this when it goes live. You know what I mean? Got an alarm set up. You could also set up an alarm. That is also true. Aside from like very few occasions, we always stream at the same time. Like today, we're starting a little bit earlier because of Icy. But you know what I mean? Find the Discord notifications more reliable than Twitch. You just gotta pick your favorite. Some people prefer Twitch. Some people get notified on YouTube. That's just kind of how that be. You know, pick your favorite and stick with it. You know what I mean? We'll set an alarm too, you know? But yes. How you doing, Dream Morton? How you doing as well? I know that a lot of people have been enjoying the highlights, because I've been posting, I don't know if you know this, but I've been posting a few like YouTube highlights right from the streams. And I do some funny things, you know, I do some funny things, like this video only appears for people with daddy issues. But I'm also like posting a lot of other stuff as well, like the relationship advice, nerd now over the CRT from Emberly. You know what I mean? Like I've been trying to post more highlights from the streams, like show people. And they are members first, because, gotta give the subs a little bit of an extra so they get a little bit early. But yeah, very, very happy about the performance and people enjoying the highlights. You know what I mean? Hey Siren, how you doing as well? Glad to have you here. Hey Shay, how you doing as well? Have to go. Hopefully the stream will still be going when we go back. There is 18 hours of the Subathon. It's going to be going as soon as we go back. But do come back. Do leave the lurk open as well. Real fans stick around through the thick and thin. We're gonna take care of what you need to. Don't worry about it. Welcome in. Hey Fox, how you doing as well? Do make sure to read the rules and do your intro as well. Very important. Put your age on it. Very important, very important. But yeah, I'm actually excited. I'm very excited though. And I've been also noticing that we're getting a little bit less trolls per se. Like for example, like Mina's out is back. Like they haven't griefed them. There's like, you know what I mean? They have been like, this is fine. By the way, I saw some people commenting the Sans thing. This is fine. I mean, if you want to fix this, I don't really mind either way. But like these kinds of like memes, this is okay. Like, you know what I mean? It's fine if you're gonna change things. The problem is like the hateful like griefing, where you're just like ruining things, that kind of stuff, right? Like memeing things, it's fine. The problem is like when you start like doing some crazy shit, you know what I mean? That's just kind of the issue. Her Twitch is banning lurkers. That is not true. That is very much not true. I don't think there might be some issues with like view counts. If you lurking too much, they might count you as inactive. But I haven't seen anything like it. But no, Twitch will never ban lurkers. That's crazy. You know what I mean? Imagine you're just like watching. Like I lurk on YouTube all the time, and Twitch is. You know what I mean? Anyway, let me hop on Icy's call. Hey Icy, how you doing, my friend? Oh, sorry. Wait. I went on the wrong Discord. Wait. There you go. Now I can hear you. How you doing, my friend?
Hey, doing pretty well. Chat. This is Kindred Spirit. How you doing, man?
Hey, everyone. Yeah. I'm also streaming on my end as well because I got 18 hours of a subathon to go through.
Nice. You're like,
this anniversary. This anniversary is lasting 5 days, but I mean, I'm still going strong.
He's like, hey, I've got like a few more hours to shave off of my stream or off of my anniversary. Might have a stream with you.
You were doing what? Sorry.
Oh, I was telling chat this. They're all saying, "Hi, Kindred."
I mean, we've been streaming for a while now. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but you've never. This is the first time you've streamed on my channel, though. If you think
it's the first time you invited me.
True.
Never invited me. It's kind of your channel. You're supposed to want to invite me. I invited you plenty. I got an artwork with you twice, in fact.
Listen. Hey, it's not that you don't excite me anymore. Okay, it's not that. It's just that.
So that I'm me. You know what I mean? Got used with me. It's not special anymore.
No, it's just that this
relationship got stale.
Enzo just does stuff that you don't. I can't help it. It's just we're drifting apart, man. We're not drifting apart. We had our little bump in the road.
I mean, I'm a very low maintenance kind of friend. Like I tell people a lot. Because like I get that everybody is busy as well. Like you know what I mean. Like when you're a content creator, like as a full-time job, you just like become very busy. And I tell people that I'm very low maintenance. You know what I mean? Like I don't lose my affinity for people, even if we spend some time not talking. You know what I mean? As long as you're chill.
Yeah. I'm curious. Did you get my little invite? You get my little collab participation?
As long as you're chill, I see. As long as you're chill. Where's the link?
Oh, I sent it through VTube Studio.
Oh, Steam, of course. Wait. Actually, you're gonna be using Steam.
Yep.
I thought we were gonna be using OBS Ninja.
But I couldn't figure that thing out the other day.
It's just a link. I suppose it's fine. It's just that I'm gonna have to refresh my VTube Studio because I use the offline thing for VTube Studio because I don't have to.
Yeah, you don't want to use up too much bandwidth.
No, it's not even the bandwidth. It doesn't really matter. It's I use it offline because otherwise you have to have a second Steam account. to access.
I see.
Because VTube Studio counts as a game. So you gotta open using a script inside of the files to not have to open through Steam. And in that way, you can't use the collab feature. You gotta reopen. You gotta reopen.
I'm using it just fine. Used it just fine last time. I didn't know that. Yeah, hang on. Let me just pull up Ninja and maybe we could...
No, it's okay. I can add it. I can add it real quick. It's fine.
All right, no problem.
Like
sounds good.
Can you send me again? Because I wasn't online.
Yeah, no problem. Let me just try this one more time.
Also, you gotta send the password as well.
Oh, right.
There you go. Yeah, I see.
All right, let me just
That's cold. I see cold. Oh, it's very cold.
Oof.
Treating me nice. It's treating me very cold.
Serene, you're bored? Well, we can possibly remedy that. Got a few questions I want to ask Chap once we get him into the studio. Here we go. Quit collab. Here we go. Start. Let's restart this.
All right. Ready when you are.
All right.
Ready when you are. Oh, is it not opening VTube Studio? Wait. Hey, come on now. Hey. Why is VTube Studio not working for me?
It's good luck with this password.
There you go. All right. Come on now. Why is it not working? The fuck? Come on now, mate. Old mate. There you go. All right. There you go. Now I'm alive again.
Now I'll just go ahead and start this hosting data.
That's a crazy password. You should just put like 123, 123, 123.
Listen, I used to work in online security. Okay, it's a force of habit.
It doesn't matter. Like you get invited for Steam anyway.
I know. It's just like I said, force of habit. Some things. In case anybody's wondering, what the heck did you send him? It was some amalgamation of like letters, numbers, upper and lower case, a couple of exclamation points and question marks, just to make him question his sanity every now and then.
Usually I don't give a fuck. Like usually I'll just like all of my important accounts have two-factor authentication. So it's just like I don't give a fuck. Like hold on. Like same deal with Reddit, for example. Like Reddit keeps like, oh yeah, there was a breach of your password. Don't you want to change it? I'm like, no. Shut the fuck up, Reddit. I don't give a fuck. If I ever care for Reddit, I'll make a new account.
So you basically just roll your face across the keyboard and like, hey, that's my new password. There we go.
No, it's just it's anything that I can type with like 3 fingers on, like not having to raise my hand.
Your password is hello, winky face. All right, nice.
That's a big board.
Hey Shay, hey Abby, hey Black Boo, good to see you.
Those are big wings.
Okay, his is a tad louder, my mistake. Let me lower his, there we go. All right, how about that, Amity? I actually lowered it because usually Lorenzo's audio is quiet, but I think that's because he's got his audio very low, usually. Lorenzo does.
Who's Lorenzo?
Oh, he's one of my roommates, one of my buddies.
All right.
So sometimes he'll join in on some games. Oh, Helix just froze, so I think it's loading in your model.
Your wings are covering like half of my chat.
Hey, what's up, man?
Your wings are covering like half of my chat. That's a big.
Starting a left drag will bring your model to the front in the view. Oh, wait, left drag? What's a left drag?
Where's the audio zag wings? Since when did you have wings? That's actually true.
Oh, whoops. I was trying to keep you in front so that I didn't cover you with the wings. There we go. Ah, crap. Oh, I gotta click on you.
Oh, if you want me to be in the front, you gotta let me control my position. Otherwise, you're always gonna be in the front.
Okay, this is a good enough view, right? Yeah, this is a good enough view. Just all right. Let's see now. So I can't control your character, I'm guessing. Can you? Can I?
No. I mean, if you want to close the wings, it makes it easier.
Let me just get rid of these. There we go. How's it going?
I can just put you like side by side here.
Yeah, this works.
There you go. Those are big wings, though.
Oh yeah, big wings indeed. Well, I'm a dragon. So back when I first commissioned that model, I gave reference art for the wings as well. Somebody in chat just yelled, "Caleb!"
I haven't done a Caleb audio in like forever. Not Love and Deep Space Caleb, the mafia guy Caleb. Yeah. I saw somebody saying, because like I have like a really old dragon audio. like 2020, I think me and T-Drop made that audio. And then somebody realized that, like, of course, that's Kindred's favorite audio. It's the exact same story as, like, the myth from Silas, like a dragon myth that he has. It's like 1-to-1, the same, like, plot lines. Like, MC gets sacrificed by the thing, to a dragon. They get, like, it was Chess that, like, pointed that out to me. MC gets sacrificed. They, like, talk it out. You know what I mean? Like, what was the thing that she said? Oh, wait, let me find what she said exactly.
It's a pretty similar story, is what you're saying. It's
yeah,
not a
protagonist gets sent to a dragon horde in an attempt for the village to not be attacked by the dragon. Dragon keeps protagonist convenience for alive for convenience for now. Protagonist does casual conversation to the dragon to get to know them. Dragon and protagonist grow sympathy to each other, and also involves love. It's literally like a bar for bar. Same thing. It is so funny.
This is a bar for bar. Yeah, like you said. Holy.
It's just kind of. I mean, it's not exactly the most original story. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, it's pretty popular. Audio role plays. Audio role plays just need to be entertaining enough. You know, they don't have to be amazing. To answer your question, Abby, anybody can ask the questions here in the chat. I will be watching them. You don't have to submit them on Twitter.
You could just send whatever. Like, we would just pull it from the chat.
Oh yes. I mean, better pull it from the chat than pull it out of thin air. That is where the chat's coming from, though. Thin air. Yeah, Jen says he's a star.
Just the voices in my head. It's just the voice in my head. I like. Sometimes it does feel like I'm just like talking to myself.
Does that make you question your sanity, or does it make you want to collaborate with somebody?
I highly doubt like somebody to be a content creator can be like super sane. I mean, I feel like I gotta be at least a little bit mentally ill to become a content creator.
I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, that's why I go to the gym. That way, my choices are either, listen, I'll be that gym bro who can't stop talking about the gym, or I'll be mentally insane. Pick your poison.
Dude, I haven't been going to the gym that much. I've been kind of laxing on that one. It's very sad.
It's my form of keeping sanity. Shay's singing the bulls back in
Nyla, sure, I'll put on the kitty as well, for sure. Wait, why is it not working? What the fuck?
Something on your end?
My Steam Deck is not working.
Oh, dang. Hey, Kindred, get this.
Still kind of dying.
Khan, a new chat member just yet. Icy looks like a baby prince now when I was tiny a moment ago. Yeah, I get uppies now.
I mean, aren't you like tall as shit?
I'm 6 foot. I mean, depends what you consider tall. Bear in mind, I come from a family of very tall men.
Same
two
here.
Of my uncles. Yep, 2 of my uncles are like 6'4" and 6'5" respectively. And
kind of the same here. Like my uncle, my cousins, they're all like taller than me. I think they're like, one is 190 centimeters, the other one's like 196.
Jeez.
So I am like 6 foot, but I am the smallest of my family as well.
Yeah, it do be like that sometimes. We're like, listen, I'm tall for most places I go to, but when you see me join my family, no, I'm quite small.
I like to think that my extra inches went elsewhere, so doesn't exactly have any complaints.
Aha, I see what you mean now. They went into your hair. Let's see. Audio is perfect, sir.
Sure.
Thank you, Amity.
Sure.
Yeah, you got very long, girthy hair, don't you now, Kindred?
I mean, take minoxidil and finasteride so I don't go bald. That's the real red pill. You know what I mean? Like Gen Z, like Zoomers, they think like, oh, you gotta take the red pill, you gotta escape the matrix. The only red pill you gotta take as a dude is minoxidil, finasteride. Dude, don't go bald when you're 24.
Oh boy, I'm the only guy in my family who hasn't gone bald at the moment. I got my mom's genes. So basically, when you're the youngest son, you tend to take after the opposite parent. In that way, I was the only son who avoided baldness. But like we say, some people are just born with perfect heads. The rest have to be covered up with hair.
I haven't heard him complain about mine.
Let's see, Evie says, I was typing something before Kindred popped up, and then the open chest went straight to my face, and I forgot everything. How often does that happen, Mr. Kindred?
It's a pretty reoccurrent. I mean, we did measure. It was like 123 centimeters last time we measured. It's kind of funny because, like, from the vertical video, the kind of, like, matches up to the model. Kind of when I split the screen, so it's kind of funny that how that turned out to be.
Yeah. All right.
It's still gender equality.
furnish-
You know? The women can have big old boobas on the fucking pictures, so can men. You know.
I mean,
And then
we
they
just call that
they see
quality
that
assurance.
I'm not only just eye candy, but also witty and funny.
We call it
Or I
two-factor
so like to
authentication.
tell myself.
Both of them. Someone says, Furnished Mail says, best viewers on stream. What the? Oh, it's a bot.
Yes, chat. I can see you
it's a
guys. I
bot.
can see you guys. I am reading chat as well.
Yeah, it's
I'm just like
my
pulling
Twitch
conversation. But if you guys send any questions, I am pulling from my chat as well. Yes.
Well, we do actually have a question right here. Fuchsia Lan says, among all the characters you guys have voice acted as, which ones are your favorite? Kindred? I mean, they know some of mine, but mine have changed over the years. How about you, Kindred?
I mean, I think the first one that got really popular was actually a video that I deleted because it was a stuck on an elevator with a vampire that was actually gender bent from another person's script. It was before I even like started like thinking about like doing. It was even before I started thinking about like what ASMR was. I just like saw somebody's story and I kind of did my own gender bent take. So I had to delete that because obviously like it wasn't my story. And but I think the first one that got popular was the dragon, the Cinderay dragon. But I think my favorite, because the Cinderay dragon was still kind of like pretty derivative for the time. I think the first one that really like I was quite proud of like being unique was the DILF one, the single dad DILF. Because like back in 2020, 2021, there wasn't exactly like there was like basically no like DILF stories. Like nowadays you get like a million a time, like, but it wasn't that much.
Yep.
And it wasn't like, it was also like it was a pretty wholesome story because it was just like the single dad like trying to take care of his daughter and like being wholesome, which made me quite, I still hold that one quite dear to my heart, even though it's not exactly people's favorites. Usually they tend to gravitate to the dragon, the Cinderay dragon.
I picked the wrong time to drink water when you said that. You're like, oh yeah, my favorite, there's a dragon, there's a tsundere, there's a vampire. Oh yeah, and then a DILF story. I'm like,
I mean, yeah. Quite proudly to be like the one. I mean, that was a trend that I said. I think I haven't seen anybody. I've seen like I actually don't even remember if it was like, because like you gotta keep in mind like when we started our channels, it was like very different when it comes to like the kinds of audios that you would see. There was a lot of like female voice actors, but like the guys I think were only doing like
guys.
It was 90% like fucking My Hero Academia, you know what I mean? So there wasn't a lot of like original. It wasn't a lot of original storylines.
I forgot about that My Hero Academia phase that ASMR had.
Yeah, like 2020 was like 90% fucking Bakugo, Deko, Todoroki. It was like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm surprised it hasn't come
and
back
what's
with.
funny
I'm
about
surprised
that-
it hasn't gone back with like, I don't know, fucking Digital Circus or something like that. There's always like,
You mean it hasn't gone full circle?
It always comes and goes. You know what I mean? Like it always comes and goes.
All right.
Yeah.
Seren Nashi says, I want to ask you two a question. Can you make ASMR together again? Hey, we will, in time. Definitely. I've got honestly, there's a series I want to make shortly.
Can
I've got
I be?
it
Can I
planned
be
out
for real?
now.
Can I be 100% real?
Yeah.
And I hope that people don't take this the wrong way, because I've seen like on Tumblr some people say like, Siren and I think they were talking about Siren, but like I've seen like some mentions of you and me as well, because they were saying like, they don't even like making ASMR anymore. They're only doing it because it's like, and while I do enjoy recording, I do enjoy recording, writing. I love voice acting. You know what I mean? The landscape for ASMR, at least currently, has become so tiring.
Hazardous.
Because it's like a lot of the viewership just like gets spammed by like channels like doing the same kinds of like shitty role plays with using AI, probably writing scripts with AI as well, just like pumping AI thumbnail slop. And it's just like, you gotta keep in mind, like those artworks are expensive. Like commissioning an artwork is like $100 and something each, right? So like, if you were to say like, oh, I'm gonna like pump out like, I don't know, 4 a month, like once a week, which is not a lot. Like you can produce that. Like when I was starting out, I used to like do a lot of this because I had like an agreement with one of my artists that was Mexican. So like currency conversions, it was a lot cheaper to like get that. And we were both like small creators. I also didn't have that much money, so it kind of just went that way. And it was like nice.
It was mutual agreement.
It was nice. And I do enjoy still making those stories. But like seeing like the same viewers be like hyping up these like the bros that are just like pumping AI slop and like see people not give a fuck really kind of kills your drive. You know what I mean? So I just moved on to like other kinds of content. I do enjoy streaming. I used to stream like it's because I privated those like streams because it was kind of garbage. I had like a shitty PC, like a full megabyte, but I still have the thoughts. But I actually moved on not to like the streaming bits, but more so to like the other kinds of content, like doing webtoons. I'm writing a visual novel now, right? For next year, that there's the VTuber. There's also the VTubing stuff. You know, we're still making content for the variety stuff as well. And
yeah. I
like the ASMR specifically, at least for the current environment. I don't know if YouTube is going to be like, maybe the YouTube has done this before where they just like change directives and just like clap down on a bunch of people. Maybe YouTube is going to be like one day like saying like, hey, AI videos, not on the algo anymore, and just like.
Hopefully. But have you noticed that your impressions gone down? That's when I noticed that I needed to switch to something else. It wasn't that
I haven't cared. I don't really care about that kind of stuff. I really don't. My content has always been niche. So like sometimes it does pop out and then like gets like a pretty influx, but like it's always been kind of niche. I've always been focused on niche content. So like algorithmically, I mean, one of the highlights that I cut yesterday was saying like, hey, sometimes the algorithm pushes you to the right people with daddy issues, a praise kink that likes big titty husbandos. But I've always been focused about like making niche content. Dude, I play retro games that are like 20-year-olds. I play indie games when I played Me Side, which was a game that went popular, there were 7 people that used to cover it. You know what I mean? People are here, people watch me because they want to watch me, and sometimes we do get like kind of lucky. You know what I mean?
I see it like a roller coaster I'm going on, where the chat gets to have the back seat and the popcorn, and they get to see my reaction.
Hey, Fenry, thank you so much for the
chaotic reaction.
How you doing, Fenry?
Go off a cliff.
We're having kind of a chat
over
here
and over and over again, or they can see a boss fight that turns well. You know,
daddy issues who need therapy when VTubers are free. Exactly. If you have daddy issues, a praise king, I feel like you would enjoy.
Who needs daddy issues? Who needs therapy when daddy issues and VAs are here? Is that what someone said?
No, VTubers.
No freaking way. When VTubers and daddy issues. Gosh dang.
Exactly. Therapy is expensive considering how much like healthcare in the US costs. You know, you have daddy issues. You know, I'm here. I'll take care of you. I'll be the father figure that you never had. You know.
I am not your father figure. I'm not your father figure. Period. But Magabi, thank you so much for subscribing.
Like, what do you mean you didn't wash your dishes? Your mom already told you to wash those damn dishes. You're having no dinner, and I'm taking your 3DS away. Go do the dishes right now.
Kindred, my chat is going over. Keeps talking about your chest. They're like, I'm jealous, Kindred. They jiggle. They jiggle more than mine.
I mean, yeah, physics. Gotta add in physics, you know. Why do you think I had to upgrade my computer? I couldn't handle the physics before. That is actually not even a joke. When I had like Nova, Chunky, and Vora, and we were all like having our models on stream, it was genuinely chugging my computer. It's not even funny. I didn't even have any game on. It was just like the VTubers. Hands above the table. Exactly. You keep those hands above the table as you're watching this stream.
Remora actually adds your favorite of all time from Kindred's was him taking care of a pixie or fairy. You did one of those, Kindred?
Oh, that is an OG. That whoever said that has been watching me for like 5 years plus. Because that video is not only video did not do well, and it's very old. Wow. That's an OG fan. At least like been watching for a while. That was one of my first ones. It was like a Reddit audio.
I mean, we'll put it this way. The Dragon one was also one of my first ones. And that was back when I thought that I only need to go down the romance route with like, boyfriend audios and husband audios. My husband RPs became really popular because I noticed there wasn't a market for it. Everybody was doing boyfriend audios or some ambiguous relationships. So I thought, what about some domestic bliss, a husband audio? And now even to this day, I'm pretty sure when you search Icy Narrates, if Mobster doesn't show up, husband shows up next.
I kind of always like doing romance because I find it fun to write smut. I like smut.
Oh, wait, romance or smut?
I mean,
Boy, you know that
usually.
subreddit on
Both usually.
subreddit
YouTuber's
yes,
romance.
yes, no.
YouTuber's romance. Patreon is not, but like it's the same audio. It's
Ah,
just like the ending of it.
hey, Adeline,
I like
I love you
romantics.
too.
I like. Listen, I've always said this. My best ideal relationship is a very loving, full of like PDA, sweet gestures, very sweet relationship, and some nasty, disrespectful sex. That's for me is that's peak. So you can have both.
You know that subreddit.
You can have your romance
yes,
and
yes,
also
no.
be smutty. You know, just say.
Kindred, you know that one subreddit where it's like r/yes, yes, yes, no. That just happened, just barely. It's like, yeah,
I
you
love the
know.
Nyla emote as well, Finry. Little tappy tap on my cat emote. It's like very funny.
Ooh, thank goodness I got rid of that hotkey. So I have hotkeys. You have hotkeys too. You know what they are.
Yeah, sure.
For the chat, I have hotkeys that switch between outfits. Well, I only have this one outfit, so whenever I press that outfit,
You're gonna flash people.
well, yeah. Unfortunately, it makes my clothes disappear, and it's happened enough times in a game. There was one time where I
Hopefully
legit
not.
just, like, oh, it happened. I legit put my head down on my desk, well, on my keyboard, and somehow, some way, either my nose or my forehead hit the hotkey that made my clothes disappear. And because I was playing Assassin's Creed 2, which, takes over your entire screen, so I don't really look at my OBS. Right now I'm looking at my OBS. I'm looking at us two on the screen, just so I can see Helix's beautiful face and yours and that sweet little kitten on your shoulder, things like that. Well, I didn't see it, but my clothes disappeared. Right when a certain lady of the night appeared on the screen too. People were like, wait, Icy, why are your clothes gone? I'm like, what do you mean? Oh, shoot! And I realized I smacked my head on my keyboard, and somehow, out of all the keys I could have hit, I hit the one that got rid of my clothes. Oh, yeah. There was even a time during Fields of Mystery where I was visiting a witchy lady named Juniper, somebody who definitely has her way with... She does some experiments on you, the player, and one of them makes you fall asleep. She legit roofies you. There's another one where she turns you into a horse. And right after one of those scenes, my clothes disappear. I'm like, frickin' Juniper! Somewhere during the stream, too, they disappeared again. I just had to get rid of the hotkey. I'm like, that's going to bite me in the butt one day, Luna says,
that could get you kind of clapped.
Yep.
It's actually funny because
get
this
me
model
clapped.
doesn't have anything like that. This model has no body underneath, but the new one is actually gonna have. Because the problem is that the thing is that I always wanted to have multiple outfits. Because while I'm not probably I'm gonna keep re-debuting this model, kind of like Shy Lily, she has a bunch of models, but it's always the same design. This one is gonna be the same, but for me to make more outfits with this model that I'm currently on, it would basically have to reconstruct the entire body, and that would be a lot of work.
Okay.
So the new one that Nyla's making is going to be like a Ken doll, where it's just you have your body underneath, and then you can just switch up clothes over the top.
Yeah.
And that makes the workflow a lot easier because you can keep the animations, the face rig, all that stuff, and you just slap stuff on top of it. You know what I mean?
See, that's why I have the base model that doesn't have any clothes. That way I can just commission a new outfit and send them the model that
Exactly.
way.
What kind of outfits would you even consider? So I've been thinking about this, and I'm gonna show this on my stream as well, but I can send you on Discord. I had a friend of mine before commission me a secondary outfit, but I also plan to have where is it? Here you go. We've had a contest to decide on an outfit. This is going to be the secondary one, which is going to be kind of like a leather jacket, that kind of stuff as well, which I think is quite nice with some dog chains. Because Nyla has her cat outfit. I feel investing more on the dog motif would be kind of fun. And the other one is going to be then we can do event kind of stuff as well, like a Christmas one. I was thinking of having a casual shirt one that we could put meme designs on top. You can have a summer event. You can have a summer event as well. You know what I mean?
Now, you thinking about adding any animations to it too, like taking the jacket off, putting it on?
That's gonna be with Nyla. It depends on exactly what we're gonna be doing. Depends. But yeah,
nice. Looks
but it's
cool,
mostly
though.
it's adding some
Do I
variety.
see cat ears?
You know?
Yeah, are those cat ears you have, or are those horse ears?
Dog. It's like doggo, because
Those are
she's a
doggy.
cat, and then you have dog as well.
I see. She's a
But
cat,
it's not
you're a
like
dog.
it's just like cosplay. Like the model. I know that like every VTuber is like you got like dragons, demons, yakuza, whatever the fuck. Like you got all these fantastic creatures. Like I'm just me. It's just a guy. No superpowers, nothing special, no lore. It's just me.
Just a couple of guys.
It's just me.
Macalastrine or Mac Alastrine. Thanks for
Cool, but we
subscribing.
can't see the titties though. Listen, you gotta leave a little bit to the imagination, you know.
You can see the shoulders, though. You know, I guess in 18th century.
Also
Harlot,
very male centric. Because like I know what women thirst for. It's not. I mean, the titties are nice as well, but it's like kind of like a. It's like third, I think, in like orders of like thirsting.
You
would
say
see
that,
it's
look at my chat right
like
now.
forearms.
If you could see my chat.
It's four. Yeah, but I'm saying like in terms of like things. If they were to like pick of like amount of thirst, is forearms, veins, then titties, and then thighs, and then thighs as well.
Black Blue in my Twitch chat is like, nope, can't focus on anything but Kindred's chest. Adeline says that model that I showed them that you
Tell me
sent
I'm wrong
looks
though.
more
Tell me
real.
I'm wrong. Tell me I am wrong right now.
I'll let the chat tell you that. My chat is
forearms,
saying, though,
forearms, veins, forearms/hands, depends. Forearms/hands,
biceps and shoulders?
veins, titties, thighs.
Yeah, chat
This is
also
not guys.
include
I know that
biceps,
guys would be like titties.
glutes,
Yes,
glutes.
I am aware. Although titties, women also like titty. I'm not saying they don't. I'm saying if you had a pecking order, you know what I mean? You know how guys say tits are ass, you know what I mean? That's the female equivalent.
Dang, I got to skip past some of these questions. I'm sorry. Sorry, chat. Got to go up
okay.
to the front.
You can ask. You can
Luna,
ask
by
whatever
the
you
way,
wanna
said,
ask. I don't mind.
yeah, real quick though, Luna asked if we record separate or if we ever record in a studio together. Now, we
No,
always
it's always
record our parts separate and then send it to
I'm
each other.
Brazilian. The fuck am I gonna do?
We're not gonna jump into a chat, but I think she means like an online studio, you know? Because I have done voice recording sessions with certain
Hey, Fenry.
directors and whatnot.
All of it
that'll
tasting victory in this
coach
day.
me
Next
through
time it's
some of the
payday.
lines,
Glad to have you.
and it's all done
Absolutely.
online.
But if you
through
also
a-
just
an
want to
app.
chill back, still
Another
appreciate
one
it.
said,
You're gonna be
Ariel asked,
Fenry. You're
"What's the
gonna be.
last book we
You're
read?"
really gonna be like.
Have you been reading very many
chat's
books
sugar
lately,
daddy,
Kindred?
isn't it? Sorry, you can you repeat that?
Yeah. Have you read many books lately? It's been a long time, I'll admit. for me. Last
I
one-
used to read. I usually read a lot of fiction, mostly for inspiration. I try to like fish as many genres as possible. For inspiration, a lot of it, like, because even for the small bits that I'm writing, I'm always like trying to think of ideas. You know what I mean? What was the last book that I remember reading? I mean, I do read a lot of comics as well, because it's a lot easier to fish ideas from visual novels. But if we're not counting comics, I think there was once like an Overlord novel that I got gifted, which was kind of interesting because I don't know, it's like the Overlord like series. While the anime is kind of mid, the novel is actually it's a very interesting horror spin on. It's a very interesting horror spin because the main character for Overlord, you know, you got the MMO guy player that like, here's the thing, but it's supposed to be when you focus on the lore, it's not supposed to be we are the good guys. It's supposed to be a slow realization that we're actually the villains of the story. So for example, like there's many moments where he starts like losing his humanity and treating the villain thing like a video game because it's his video game character. But then you have like times where he's just like, oh, I'm gonna farm these creatures, and it's just like, yeah, that's not exactly, you know.
So a psychopath was born.
And but we are looking through his point of view, right? So he's just like, yeah, it's my video game character. I'm gonna farm these creatures like for resources. Which is like, oh, I'm gonna develop like a scroll for like a magic thing from the hide of these, you know what I mean? And I feel like for a lot of people that watch the anime, the only like real moment that you have is when you have like when they start treating the humans like this. And it's funny because there's also a lot of like other like horror. The side characters are also the guild that they had where they role played as villains. So the characters are all based on tropes for horror.
So they really are just treating it like their own video game at this point.
Yeah, but it's not like it's not treated as a good. It's kind of supposed to be a story of like horror and oh wait, are we the baddies kind of like thing. They really watered it down for the anime, but like that's that's how it's supposed to be the lore. And I don't know if he's gonna. I don't know if he's gonna lose, but the story setting him up to be the bad guy. It's just that he kind of like either lost his humanity because he's, you know what I mean. He is supposed to be like, his mind is supposed to be like slowly becoming his character because and it's that's why I wanted to read that, because it was like, again, I like things that break the mold. Not saying that Overlord or anything of the story is like in the same vein that like the indie games that I play, right, where I play a lot of garbage. I really do. I play a lot of games that are kind of garbage.
Repo and
no, Repo, absolutely not. I'm talking about like Tung 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 Sahur fucking shitpost game, or like some like $5 games,
like the Stuck in the Stairwells.
But then you have games like Lone Shark, which is like a single player kind of like story driven like thing. You know what I mean? Like where you get like something unique. And I like things that break the mold, because you are never gonna learn things from great success if you're only watching Marvel movies or Hollywood like big blockbuster movies. You're never gonna like it's gonna take you a very long time to see the like distilled work of these more experimental kinds of like genres when you have video games, when you have novels. You know what I mean? And that's why I like these kind of like more low key. And when I heard like people like talking about the novel for Overlord, that's why I wanted to like give it a try and like see it with this eye of like, you know what I mean? See it with this eye of you know, this newfound light of like,
see it with a new perspective. Also, fellow Brazilian in the chat, Larissa just said, "Hi, Kindred, dale
demais, papai, dale, Larissa."
Interesting question from Anna Rose, and another one from Abby.
By the way, chat, if you guys want to send me questions as well for me or Icy, you can also do that as well. Just saying.
Heck yeah. Anna says, out of all your audios and characters, which one do you think would be the best for a film adaptation? Mine, real quick, would just be the mobster does come to mind first, I would say.
Absolutely none of them.
Fine. Which one would you want to be a sitcom then, Kindred?
No, not sitcom either. I think the most that I could make from my audios, I am aware of my limitations. I can think of, I'm very good at coming up with concepts, but like my writing is really limited.
Ideas,
so at most I could have like a really cringy webtoon, which is what I'm making right
here's
now.
Another one for you then, Kindred. If you could invite any of your characters that you voiced for dinner, who would it be? Abby says.
The Dilf seems like a pretty chill dude. You know, the dragon's kind of the Dilf is kind of like a chill dude. The dragon is a little bit too antisocial, and the vampire is like, he's kind of like.
You have an antisocial dragon?
The tsundere. He's a tsundere. Tsunderes are always antisocial.
I mean, true, but listen, my dragon that I voiced.
You gotta keep in mind, like a lot of the stories you just like seen from the eyes of the main character. Doesn't mean that you are. It's like same deal with like Love and D Space as well, where like people say like, oh, but Silas is like so like he treats them so well, and it's just like, yeah, the main character. You are not the main character in his story. You are a mob. He would kill you because he's a criminal.
Listen, you gotta let them indulge in their fantasy.
He's gotta
be a dangerous man with veiny arms. Hey, somebody in chat even said, Donna says, hands. Yes, strong but gentle.
By the way, the Subathon is still going.
Gosh dang it, my chat is backing up what you just said a moment ago, Kindred, about the whole hands, veins. Abby even says veins are a nurse's dream.
Listen.
There you go.
People agree. People disagree. People disagree with my methods, but never my message. I know what I'm talking about.
And somebody's backing up what I just said about big chest and strong shoulders. Yes, thank you.
I know what I am talking about. People may disagree with my methods, but they can never question my results. I know what I'm talking about.
And Shay just says, depends on the person,
eu nunca dublei personagem, paizão. Eu nunca dublei personagem. A gente faz os trabalhos originais. Man, Harry Man are hot too. Well, yeah. That too.
¿Qué me dijiste?
No, somebody was asking what characters are we dubbed, but like we haven't done any dubs. But yeah. Let's see if I have any questions from my chat as well.
If you could turn into any... What in the world? Thank you for deleting that, Amity. Anyway, back to the topic at hand.
Come on, don't be shy.
Fine, I just saw a comment that said,
this is wet screen.
Orc dudes on the left side of the screen. I'm like, You know that meme of the dog girl VTubers like, what the fuck? Like, or Ted from Ted 2 yelling, what the fuck? Just from the side of the screen. That was me.
There's
just a
so
moment
many
ago.
doggo VTubers. That's not really narrowing down at all. Like,
It's like,
that's not really
give
a
you the
narrowing
slightest
down at
idea
all.
how
It's like saying,
little
oh, that cat
narrows
girl
it down.
VTuber. Yeah. It's like half of them.
It's like, hey, do you remember that one vampirist VTuber? Oh yeah. Do you have even the slightest idea how little that narrows it down?
Yeah. By the way, if you're watching this on
yeah.
YouTube, don't forget to leave a like as well. Leaving likes helps us show up more on the front page. So if you're watching me or IC,
thanks.
do leave a like as well.
Yeah. What the big titty man said. Thank you.
I'm also live on YouTube as well. Been at this. I mean, surprisingly, I've actually been quite enjoying. I know that a lot of people don't actually follow my stream channel, the Kindred Spirit VA on YouTube. They usually just follow the ASMR on your end. But I know this because we don't. I know this because the statistics don't show us as shared channel, even though it shows on the ASMR. It's kind of funny. But I mean, it's fine. It's like two different missions. I'm not like assassin or anything. But I was gonna mention that I quite enjoy. I've been quite enjoying the YouTube stream. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit like there is a downside of like splitting your audience because like big number goes up, it like tends to scale up. But for all intents and purposes, I've actually been quite enjoying the multi-stream on YouTube because not only YouTube promotes a lot of the VODs that Twitch doesn't, YouTube also keeps the VODs. Like a lot of my best moments on stream, like getting myself tattooed, the front page, right? A lot of this stuff just gets lost. I love it. Like it just gets lost. Like the VOD expired. Well, sucks to suck. You know what I mean? While on YouTube, it doesn't really matter. Like you can stream as much as you want to. It's always gonna be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And from Twitch, you can also just program it to upload all of the VODs straight to a separate YouTube channel.
I don't like doing that. I really don't like doing that. I've seen like big VTubers do that and they don't get like any views because like, I don't know, like that doesn't seem to like... I
mean, it's a separate channel. It's a VOD channel.
Only if you want to archive it. I guess if you want to archive it for like, you know what I mean, that kind of stuff, but people don't really watch that. And you know what I mean?
I mean, if you branch out your content enough, I figured that if I just act like a slightly less exaggerated and more amplified
that's just how I've been seeing it. To be fair, like everybody's YouTube, like that's also the thing about YouTube. Like, while there is like ups and downs to all of them. Like, so for example, there's some people saying like I moved to Twitch for Kin favors YouTube. I really don't. Like, there's ups and downsides to both of them. I was talking about like how like the VOD, for example, it gets promoted. Like the people that do watch it, the more people watch it on YouTube, the more the VODs get promoted. But also, Twitch has Amazon Prime. So if you have already Amazon Prime, you can just subscribe to me and it doesn't cost you anything. Also, wait me a moment. Set up Red Baby, thank you so much for gifting for the resub as well.
Happy 4 months anniversary. And you see my Twitch link in the chat, go ahead and subscribe.
There's also like Twitch is also a lot of the features that YouTube is getting. Twitch already has natively. Like YouTube is already putting like polls, Q&As, but Twitch has the channel point redeems, game integrations, which YouTube is starting to get it. There's some games that are slowly integrating YouTube as well. But again, it's really a matter of personal preference. That's why I tell people, hey, if you want to watch it on YouTube, it's usually better, for example, to watch it on TV. There's less ads if you don't want to subscribe. YouTube has just less ads on the baseline. But Twitch has the channel points. Twitch has Amazon. So if you have like already Amazon Prime, you can get some like freebies as well. You know what I mean? It's really a matter of like preference.
We also got another question for you, Kindred. Clanky asks, if you were to voice a character that Icy did, which one would it be?
I mean, we've already done Caleb, don't we?
Yeah, she's talking about among my characters that you know about. Like, characters I've voiced. She goes, all right, which one would you want to voice?
I don't know.
That's
we don't exactly fit the
question.
same
I don't
niches.
think he knows my channel that well.
I don't know. We don't really fit the same niches, right? Like, your voice is more of like a soft kind of voice. Mine's
like
a little
a
bit warmer.
velvety voice.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I would be able to do the same kind of character. Like, if I were to voice it, it would just be like, it wouldn't feel the same. So I don't know. Genuine question.
I think Alexandra just summed it up perfectly. She says, why do these two have the shiver runs down your spine? I got told, hey, Kindred, you know about League of Legends, right?
Oh, I'm very sorry. I do. Yeah, I got involved there in high school. It's
10
just,
out of 10 response. Like, you
yeah,
know about
I got
League of
involved in some
Legends?
bad
I'm
crowds during
sorry.
high school. It's just, I mean,
Yeah.
nobody's perfect,
Well,
really. You know what I mean?
in that case, you know about the character Katarina, then. The
Yes,
redhead with the
I am aware
crop.
of
I mean,
Katarina.
that doesn't narrow it down either. The leather jacket girl,
I am
the
I am
assassin.
aware of Katarina. Yes.
Yeah, she's in like most of the trailers. That's how I know about her. Somebody played my laugh and then her laugh from the soundtrack. And he goes, "You
I
have
don't play
Katarina's
League
voice
in
and laugh."
English, so it's a different
Oh, okay.
voice actor.
But yeah, it's supposed to be like a deep, velvety laugh. And I realized, oh, shoot. They said, no, no, no. It was like, well, you kind of sound like you have. It's like Katarina's laugh, but guyish and slightly less gay. I'm like, okay, so slightly less gay in that case.
Why do you
But-
why do you is it implying that slightly less gay is like still kind of gay?
Meaning, nah, probably because the guy
Saying
was realizing
slightly
what he was
less
saying.
gay is just kind of
will put it this
crazy.
Yeah, exactly. The reach. Listen, let's not try to hurt
saying
ourselves. with the
slightly
reach right
less
now.
gay to a guy is crazy.
Well, I think he was realizing what he just said when he was like, "You sound like," because we had just said that Katarina's got a sexy voice and an even sexier laugh. So he goes, "You kind of have her laugh, but as like a guy." And I think he realized what he was implying right there accidentally. I'm like, "Really now?" It's like, so does that mean I'm not your type? Fooey then. The Massey Kane, thank you for subscribing.
They should let you stream games on the PS5. You can live stream games on Twitch and YouTube. They do. I think the PS5 and the PS4 already has like Twitch integrations. It's just like I think YouTube, like they were promising. Like I was actually kind of upset with YouTube streaming for the very part of like 2021. Because I don't know if you know this, but like when they started like YouTube streaming, I immediately jumped in. Like 2020, I started streaming, and they were saying like, "Oh, we want to support streamers, yada yada," that kind of stuff as well. But they really didn't
go.
for the most part. Like the VODs didn't get promoted before. There was even less features than there is now. I think they really only started catching up on this promise since like 2023, 2024. And even really on 2024. But it's like it's slowly getting better. It's slowly getting better. Because like YouTube is the bigger platform. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But it is really a matter of like personal preference. It is like a matter of personal preference. Oh, I got one as well.
Remembered.
Hey, Kin and Icy, I wanted to ask what would the two of you recommend as a way to keep up with an exercise routine? If you don't mind me asking. You're not looking for inspiration. You're looking for discipline. You are looking to discipline you build up by doing it anyway. Set a goal, small goal, and do it anyway. Oh, I'm not feeling, do it anyway. Oh, but do it anyway. Do it as much as you can and try to like stick around. Don't think about it, just do it. And once you get a routine going, your body will like start like getting into a rhythm, and then you like, you know what I mean? Because inspiration comes and goes. Like when I say, oh, I'm not really motivated to go to the gym, I'm just gonna go another time. Don't. Set a time, set a day, and go. Every single time. You know what I mean? That's how
Words
you
of
really gotta
kindred.
push yourself out.
Advice from Kindred, wise words on weightlifting or weight loss. On my take is simply, if you are not imagining yourself in either the most epic action scene or the most terrifying, scary movie, you are not exercising properly. I keep my workouts up because that is what's going on in my head. I'm blasting good music in my head and picturing the most amazing scene while lifting weights. As one person in the chat put it, you're killing them iron demons. Like, yes! And letting the paladin go loose.
I mean, I do have a playlist that I also play as well, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
rarely think about anything when I'm working out. I just
Plus,
like
if you're
turn
having a
off my
bad
brain.
day.
Nah, I just turn
Plus,
off my
if you-
brain. I just like do it anyway and just like I just let off stress, but I'm rarely thinking about anything. Because if I
Just
keep
do
like
it.
actively focusing too much, it lasts longer for me. So
Yeah.
posture
Amity
check when you get
quoting
the
the
chance. Yes, fix
Shia
the
LaBeouf.
posture.
Just do it.
Gotta fix the posture. There you go.
What was that sound? It almost sounded like
It's
you were
fixing the
weightlifting right
posture.
now. Like
Fixing the posture. I have a redeem in the chat to fix the posture so I don't have like bad posture.
Evie's got a question. Evie's got a question for you right now. It
Sure.
says, "Just do it." Is that permission to push up into your chest, Kindred? Oh boy.
No, I am very taken.
Talk about chest workouts.
No, I am very taken. Everybody in the chat, everybody in my community, there's people that get clapped every single day from like acting kind of crazy. Not a, we do it as a meme when we like meme it out and like all that stuff, but like no parasocial stuff. It's always been with that ASMR, with the ASMR as well. We don't foster that kind of stuff.
And a good playlist and the right motivation is all you need, Shea says, to be successful in the gym. Well, if you're a guy at least, and the
my leg broke, do it anyway.
not
No, that's
your
crazy.
playlist,
No, if your leg broke, that's crazy. But like, we're talking about like, because there's a lot of people like that go like, oh, when you're working out, like, oh, I'm tired. Oh, I had work. Oh, it's kind of late. I'll go later. I'll go tomorrow.
To my work.
If you convince yourself of excuses, you're never gonna get into a rhythm. And like,
if you see it as a must, not as a want, yeah, it'll be like a rhythm.
Exactly.
It won't be a rhythm.
You really gotta force yourself. You really gotta force yourself and don't think about like, just go. Even if you don't like, even if you don't like work out super hard in the beginning, just going to the workout and fulfilling the routine already sets you in motion. Because that's the thing, is like breaking that inertia of like the routine, the laziness. You know what I mean? And once you go in like 3 times even if you don't work out that hard, you're gonna see some improvements. It's gonna motivate you. You're gonna feel better with yourself, and then you're gonna start like catching wind.
And take pride in that, in what you're seeing too. You know, be proud of yourself. Remy says exercising for weight loss will never make you happy. Exercising for physical therapy,
I mean, exercising
will. Absolutely.
Like, you don't weight loss with exercise. It helps,
you
certainly
do.
But weight loss is like 70% what you eat. You could work out 5 days a week. If you don't have like a proper diet, you're not gonna weight loss.
Yeah.
The exercising is for health, and it does help with the weight loss because you're gonna raise your base metabolism. But it also makes you sleep better. It makes you feel better because of like hormones and that kind of stuff. But you don't exercise for weight loss. Weight loss is 90%, 70% what you eat. You know what I mean?
You know that feeling you get after a nice workout when you eat a good meal and then later that night you just crash asleep? Oh, best night of sleep you'll ever feel.
Got a question for both. What did you decide to try voice work? It came in late. Sorry for what was already asked. What made you like try voice acting? Because for me it was quarantine. Not even joking.
Well, for me, I'd always wanted to do that because right now my voice is a little bit dry. Got the sniffles over the weekend, but I'd always wanted to try narration and voice acting. And then, yes, I had a YouTube channel before. And literally the December right before the quarantine, I opened up a channel just for ASMR roleplays, just to try and get me back in the mood for editing on a previous channel that had died. And then I noticed that in the span of a week, that channel got 27 subscribers, which you know is pretty huge. And this was, this was weeks before the pandemic. And then I just saw the growth and decided to take advantage of it. So I did voice acting because I liked voice acting.
For me, I mean, I always liked voice acting. Like, my 3 hobbies were 3D modeling, voice acting, and art. But I tried art, wasn't that good. 3D modeling is something that I do enjoy, and I still do. I made my own 3D model for VR chat. But when quarantine hit, I was just relapsing from like I've told the story before, from a really bad like episode of depression.
Ooh.
Like really bad. And
dang, I'm sorry.
So man, what I did is like, it's fine. I'm pretty comfortable talking about this. So what I did is I put all of my stimulus check that I just gotten from COVID and all of my credit card limit from like my college years, which was like not that much, and I bought a Blue Yeti microphone. And I was like, you know what? This is gonna be my quarantine hobby. If it doesn't do anything, it doesn't do anything. But like, this is gonna keep me occupied. And then it kind of blew up. Like 4 weeks, like a month in, it was getting like something 1,000 followers, and I was like, all right, bet.
Ooh,
so we just kind of like I started like pumping these like audios, and then like took a little bit of a hit when I had to delete that vampire audio because it was my most popular one. But then we started like doing dragon one, started like doing a bunch of stuff. And that was like most of 2021. And then I moved to streaming, went to Twitch, started like for a year I was doing Brazilian streaming as well because it went like kind of mega viral. But then it got like mass brigaded. We lost the TikTok because of bad moderation on TikTok. Then we went back into like streaming for English content. I started a second channel. And now I'm like doing I'm doing a bunch of stuff. There's the webtoons with the webtoon canvas that I do comic dubs for, which is still kind of voice acting. There's the streams on YouTube, which I'm streaming now with you. The Kindred Spirit VA stuff. Sometimes I'll post an ASMR audio still because, you know, people do enjoy that as well. And
that's what got me starting.
I also like keep up like highlights because, you know, if you want to like grow on certain platforms, like while you can get lucky, like me and Icy did when we started like with YouTube, that was like a very much like a boost for quarantine, like 2020, because a lot of people were doing that kind of stuff. The most reliable way to grow your audience is through short form content, because that content is a lot more malleable. So you can like, once you got the ball going, it's a lot easier to divert. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like getting a free sample is how I describe it. Once you've had the sample, you might want another. Then another. You might as well just get the whole package.
And there's like choices that you can do. Like, do you want to, because like, for example, like I have a friend of mine that his channel is a gacha channel. Like people don't care about him per se. They don't want to listen to him talk. They just want to see the news for the gacha games that they follow, right? And that does get a lot of views, like a pretty good way. While my channel is like a lot more niche. Like people come, I mean, not to like sound too like pretentious, right? But I want people to come for me. I want people to like come for the personality, the jokes, right? And whatever activity that we do in game or whatever. It's just the flavor of the day. You know what I mean? Which I think would be like something that they would find interesting. Be that an indie game, a novel, or just like a community project. It's something that I think the people that we hang out would find interesting. You know what I mean?
Got another question for you.
Sure.
Oh, wait, where is it? Let's see. Exercising for weight loss, not that one. Key to successful gym, not that one. Just ran.
My mom is saying I would listen to 1,000 audiobooks if you do. Have you done an audiobook? I think you have, right?
Yeah, just segments, not a full audiobook though. But yeah, you're on the right track. Kindred, listen to this. Larissa Brasileña says, I just ran a 6-kilometer imagining I'm frolicking on the field happily or running from scary monsters. Both are very effective. Anyway, the question, this is one I actually asked the chat a while ago. I'm curious to hear your response to it. You get 2 options. Only one. Option 1 is a wish, but it cannot be for monetary increase. The second one is just $1 billion. Which one would you pick?
I want to kill every billionaire.
One wish just to kill every billionaire? Dude, just sow chaos and then create...
No, just like as soon as you hit a billionaire, boom, you just die. Like Death Note style.
Oh, gosh.
Hit a billion, boom.
Here's the problem with that. You could easily just keep your net worth at 900 or 9,900,000.
Don't care. I don't care. I really don't care. Net worth hit a billion, boom, you die. Anything less than that is like it's not that relevant.
Wish. You'd pick the wish and just pick that.
Also, it's very satisfying.
Dang, man. So that's what you'd use your wish on. Out of everything you could do, why not just wish for people to not want more money than they need?
No.
There you go.
I'm not giving that an easy out.
You want to Death Note this?
No, yeah, just like hit a billion, boom, you drop that.
Oh man!
Oh, you inherited,
right, so
boom, you drop that as well. Until we end that, I think like you know what I mean.
You're gonna see a lot of billionaires that don't have $1 billion in wealth, but they own their heads of businesses that are.
It's net worth, not money.
Net worth.
So like inheritance, actions, anything like that is just like, you know what I mean. They really start doing as well.
A lot of people who are going to be
amazing motivator for
dancing around that. Let's see. World peace. Hey, Navilla said it perfectly. Wish for world peace if you want that.
No, I want the billionaires to die.
Question for both of y'all. What type of character is the most difficult to voice? Ooh. You know, people, you can ask more than just voice acting questions, but I appreciate this one. The most difficult type to voice.
I love how you're in the background. I see he's in a palace. It's because I didn't really get a commission for a background. I like the aesthetic, but the next one is gonna have a proper background.
Yeah, this has actually multiple different variations to it. I can make a day, night cycle. There's a few different add-ins.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh man. Thanks. It's somebody once said seeing both of you two in this setting is giving me Zeus and Hades vibes right now. Like, I can see that. And let's see. Most difficult character to voice, though, type of character. For me, it's the really high pitched anime boy type. Because I just cannot, for some reason, cannot keep my focus long enough for those.
Yeah, it's the same deal with like young voice characters. Like I would voice, like when I was 24, I would voice characters on the same age, and people say like, why does he sound so old? And I'm just like, I'm the same age as I am. What are you talking about?
Which movie genre would either of you be in, and why? Me, action films. Because I love action. Well, how about you, Kindred?
Life.
Slice of life? Like an anime?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that'd be nice. It's just a nice, quiet life, right? Simple.
Kindred being anti-capitalism king. I'm not even anti-capitalism. I'm just fucking anti-billionaires. Like I'm not I'm not as extreme as people sound to me. But it's just like when you like. Oh, why is every single technology product that used to excite us is shittier now? Oh, because corporate profits and like shareholder value. Great. Oh, why does every movie keep pumped out with like slop instead of like new projects being developed in the same way that like Iron Man was, in the same way that Captain America was? Oh, it's because now it's profitable to make those kind of like same cookie cutter recipes for superhero movies. Oh, why is phones nowadays kind of the same basic vibe and just like there's nothing interesting going on? Why does video games get shittier and shittier with like shittier production sides? Oh, why does technology that used to inspire hope nowadays is just like stealing artwork on Twitter and spreading misinformation? Oh, every single thing that you can get your grinds that is like a grind in your life tends to like lead to a billionaire out of like 90%. Oh, why can't you afford a house? Why is the healthcare so expensive? So you're like, it's not that I'm against capitalism. I'm against this fucking late stage capitalism where it's just like nobody gets to play the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like before you were just like, oh, you study a little bit, you grind some years. Brother,
basically.
Across all of human life, 28 years old was the time to have kids and grow them. You would work like your afternoon, whatever it is. You'd still have time to raise your kids. You know what I mean? Like all that stuff. You'd be able to raise a family with a house and the salary of like a blue collar worker. Nowadays, unless you're like like a 20% of the population, you don't even afford a house or whatever. Like 40%, I think. You know what I mean?
That sucks, buddy. I just work here.
But yeah, it's hard not to hate. It's hard not to hate billionaires when you. It's hard not to hate billionaires and capitalism. You know what I mean? Even though I'm not like super extreme or anything.
Not at all. And you keep this. People always say capitalism, like, guys, that's corporatism, because at that point it's no longer a free market like capitalism. It's just the conclusion of capitalism. Kicking the ladder down, like it's the same thing. Like that's like saying communism and socialism are the same thing, just because they're along the same line.
It's the conclusion of capitalism, I think, because it always leads to it.
It is but that's only if the local government doesn't enforce. You know, it doesn't help create and maintain a free market. If they get in bed with the top of the capital, then that's when they take a capitalist aside and turn it into a more
even fucking what is that one like money, like the Donald Duck like grandpa?
Oh, you're talking about Scrooge McDuck.
Even Scrooge McDuck with his fucking pile of gold, even then you'd still have to like pay people to keep your gold. You still have like a material thing that like you have to keep it. You have to like hire people to like, I don't know, fucking clean it up. If you were to like stockpile gold, you'd have to like buy people to like construct like a fucking vault for it. Nowadays, this money is just imagined. Like people just like Elon Musk's money is just like speculative, most of it, and he can just like imagine more money. Like, oh, that's why whenever he does like something stupid, his net worth goes down. It's just like, that's not real riches. That's just like fucking, you just like saying like, I imagine that I'm the richest guy in the world and everybody else believes it. I'm sorry.
People still quote.
I'm gonna move away from this conversation. Otherwise, it's gonna be like a 2-hour conversation, and
we got steamed broccoli next to me. Yeah, let's.
Yeah, I think Fallen Moon got it right. I think the French had like some really good ideas for that kind of stuff.
The air fryer.
I don't really agree with the French on a lot of it, but man, the French had some right ideas for this kind of stuff. Just saying.
So at this point, you didn't answer the question though. What movie genre would you be in if you got to choose?
I don't know. That's my most unrealistic fantasy. A slice of life where you afford a house and grow a family.
Oh yeah, slice of life. You did say that. Yeah, just I do like.
That's my unattainable
slice of life
fantasy. You know what I mean? That's my unattainable
Yeah,
fantasy.
you mean the kind where it's just a normal, peaceful, predictable life?
Exactly. Raising a family on a single
boring?
income and having a house.
How about somebody said favorite music type? That was a hard one for me. I do like metal for the gym.
What
I
are we
also just
talking
like
about? We're answering
just-
questions from the chat. Me and chat, IC are just chatting now. We're answering questions from the chat. Both of our chats, by the way. If you want to ask as well, you're more than welcome to.
For a moment, we got briefly derailed harder than a D&D campaign, but, you know, that's kind of how Let's Chats go. There's no direction. We don't put the train on the tracks, we just drive it. Sometimes
I'm
frickin'
perfectly
Florence.
fine doing that. I mean, like, the Subathon was a great example, for example, of this kind of thing. I don't mind derailing my stream as long as we're having fun. Like, I know that a lot of people, they have like they gotta have like a plan and this is what we're going to be doing today and all that stuff. Like, a lot of my best moments on streams for like across all these years that I've been streaming would like sometimes like a derail. That we just kind of like started having fun and like took a crazy moment. I mean, the fixing VTubers thing was like a derail that like somebody was making fun of my nose, so I just started slapping noses on people and just like fixing their designs. You know what I mean?
That is
Or how
way
like
to
on the
respond to
Subathon,
that.
like we were gonna do the fixing VTubers designs, and then like somebody mentioned like I don't even know what like led to believe, and we just started like watching the I fell in love with my therapist, crazy wine mom on TikTok, and just kind of like went on like a 2-hour tirade on that one. You know what I mean?
Maracas, thanks for joining. Yep.
I don't mind derailing content as long as like the community is having fun, because I think
for
that's
sure.
like some of these kinds of like a lot of my. I mean, you can see it from the highlights that like 90% of my highlights is just like me talking to the chat on stream. But I feel like these kinds of moments is like where it really shines. You know what I mean?
Yeah. My mod Amity asked, "What's the most difficult type of character to write?" But that includes D&D. She said, "We kind of already answered that in a way, but for me, it's it's noir detective styles. Not because I'm bad at the story, but I'll try to make it too literal and not touch on any of the fun tropes that the girlies like." But how about you, Kindred?
I don't have any particular types that I struggle. Usually, I just try to imagine what would that character be and feel.
Ambiance.
My problem really with writing is I have ADHD, so sometimes if I'm writing for too long, it tends to walk in circles. So I have to like whenever I'm writing now, I has to keep like taking
Tangent
breaks to
strikes
reread
again.
what I'm doing. Because if I'm like sitting down and writing for a long time, it starts like going in circles and being like very repetitive.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I have my issues with writing.
Yeah.
Also, we kind of already answered that with like if Icy would
we
do
did.
narrative voice acting. He's already done once. We've answered that question.
Somebody did ask, it's a D&D question. What type of D&D character would you play? Are you familiar with that, Kindred? D&D?
I've never actually played it, but I read a lot about D&D for inspiration.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of character. Depends on the campaign. I would prefer something wacky. You know what I mean?
Have you ever played Baldur's Gate 3?
A little bit. My girlfriend bought it, so I started a little bit. I think I got into like the first dungeon, but then I kind of started doing something else, and I've never really gave it a chance. Like very beginning of the game, but I have played it before.
Yeah, I'm finishing up an honor run right now. So honor run is the most difficult setting in the game. I'm literally at the last fight, but there's one other achievement I need to go grab. So I'm just going to do that on a different playthrough, one that's very easy so I can speed through it, and then finish it on honor mode and get all the achievements.
Gotcha,
but I think it'd be fun
gotcha.
if you, Siren, and I did just a little drop in, just a quick fight. or two.
I have this idea about like getting some people to do like a one shot, but I don't know. But it's always something like it's on my list of things to do, but never really gave it a chance.
Yeah.
Maybe for sure. It's just usually there's other stuff that catches my attention, but I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I don't hate the idea. Although usually I don't do like full gameplays like that. I always just like get one ending when I do, but like I never do like game series. Like the games that I finish usually you wrap up with like 2 or 3 hours. Cause it's just kind of like my kind of content. Like
switch
if I'm doing
between-
the same thing all the
I know what
time,
you
I
mean.
get like kind of bored. I have ADHD, so I prefer the variety of it.
Like Stream says, is that why I do that? My ADHD? You got somebody who's leveling with you in the chat right now, Kindred.
In the
Question
same
for
world.
Kindred. Do you love puns as much as Icy does, Luna? Or do you hate
love
them
the
as much as
puns as
Icy
well.
does? I've told some dad jokes in the past, and they've come back to haunt me in spades. It's like I was the dad joke that came back with the milk, and they've
Blame it
multiplied. I'm like,
on.
oh
How
my
you doing
gosh,
as well?
my puns have their own kids.
Wait.
What were you saying?
I'm sorry, I was just saying hi to somebody in the chat.
Oh yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Really loving your Angel series. Thank you, Anna. Yeah, that's one of my favorites so far.
I usually bounce around like a lot of like different ideas. I tend to stick around on retro games and indie games, but I don't mind like playing like a retro AAA game or something that's
It's
been
just
popular.
completing
Sometimes I'll even like play like TFT. While I kind of hate League, like TFT is like a really fun game as well. Balatro is like a very fun game that I play.
I have yet to play TFT.
It's a really fun. It's a chill game. It's like it's a very passive game. It's like kind of strategy, but like not very demanding. So it's kind of fun.
Okay, that's what I hear. I've seen some playthroughs.
Yeah, but it's I don't think it's like very exciting to watch. That's why I don't really play it on stream. But like it depends. It depends. I also like do a lot of variety, like kind of game show style, like the ones we've done on the Subathon. You know what I mean? Like last weekend. So
Yeah.
It's just whatever the wind is flowing is like very easy going kind of guy.
Man, if ADHD makes it so that you can't finish the game on the stream, what's the I must finish it mentality? What's the opposite of that? Because that's what I do with
Obsessive?
every game I play. I'll usually play like a indie game on the side that is quick to wrap up just so the chat can actually enjoy a story, but then there'll be a long-term game that I'm playing as well. So Claire Obscure and
I mean, it
Assassin's
depends on the
Creed
kind
2.
of like I said before, like you make your types of streams, right?
Oh, for
And,
sure.
Like
Larissa wants to know
some
what's
people
your
like
favorite
again,
type
some
of indie
people
game?
do like full playthroughs of games. Some people like I've done playthroughs of like games before, mostly when I'm like looking for retro games to like get like a vibe for like refresh my memory, right?
All right.
But it like you can choose whichever one you like. If you're more like a AAA kind of guy that plays it all the way to the end and gets all the achievements, that's one thing. You know what I mean? You shouldn't feel too forced about like what are people expecting of you. More like what do you want to do? You know?
Oh yeah.
Hey, Millennial.
I only play games that I love doing. We're getting D&D character Cassandra drawn soon. Fun, Anna? My first audio was the Love of the King series. I still listen to it sometimes. Loved it. Thank you, Black Boo. That's one of my favorites too. It was actually inspired by a different audio as well. Kind of like what Kendra was talking about, a gender-bent version, but I didn't really copy her one-off audio. There are definitely some elements where I'm thinking, yeah, that was straight 1-to-1 ratio, but it turned into a series of its own. So I think it's justifiable. Kindred Larissa's got a question for you.
Give me just a moment.
What's your favorite indie games?
By the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like as well. Leaving likes helps us show up more on the front page. So if you're watching this, please don't forget to leave a like. Share the video if you can. It would be greatly appreciated if you do. If you haven't checked it out on my YouTube as well, go check it out on YouTube if you're watching this on Twitch. Because I post a lot of videos on YouTube as well, aside from the streams as well, if you haven't checked it out. I also have a webtoon series that I do comic dubs for. If you want to see more of my voice acting, that's not the ASMR as well. I'm just letting people know as well.
Idea of, I gotta finish
There
it.
you
It's
go.
more
Sorry,
like...
what was the question?
Oh yeah, the question was, she wants to know, what's your favorite
Yeah, good
indie
luck at work,
games you've
Kindred.
played?
Good luck at work. What's my favorite one?
Indie games.
I like party games because I like hanging out with my friends, but I don't know. It depends on the indie game. I play a lot of horror games recently. The party games, a lot of it as well. Like indie games, that's the beauty about indie games. You never really know what you're gonna be expecting. Some are more like single player type stories, and others are like multiplayer replayables. There's roguelikes that I play a lot, like Balatro. I used to be big on Slay the Spire. That's the thing about indie. Like, there's as many as it comes from like all kinds of genres. So it's not really the kind of thing that you put inside of a box in the same way that
One
you
of
would
these
like a
days,
AAA kind
we
of
need to
game.
get you to play a Dark Souls game.
I don't like Souls-likes. It's like misery for me. It is misery
Listen,
misery for me.
My thesis is, if you play a Dark Souls game, like if you want to, either you're a masochist or a sadist. There's no in between. Because you
Nah,
either play it because it's difficult, or you play it because you like dominating things that are difficult. There's no in between.
nah, it's misery. Like
If you
I'm
don't
not
play
a
it,
Souls-like
you're
player.
not
But a lot of
probably
my
healthy.
friends invited me to try out like Elden Ring, and I always tell them like I'm not that much of a gamer. I don't hate myself enough to play Souls-like games.
Yeah, I mean, they
I,
should also
I
get
struggle
the
with
easier
struggle with like simple shit. You people that watch me for the
flyers are.
entertainment much more so than like in watching me be good at video games. So like Souls likes would be very frustrating, especially because like I like chatting while I'm like playing the games. I'm like reading the chat a lot. So if I were to do that, I would just have to like sit down and hyper focus, and that would be like, again, for me that would be misery. For me that would be misery. You know what I mean?
Maracas recommends playing Sky Children of the Light to chat. I don't know about that one. She also wants to know, what do we think about open world games? To me, it's a hit or miss. I love open world games if they're done right, like The Witcher. But if they are, where you need to have actual content here and there every couple of feet, and not content for the sake of content, like go grab this one random herb or list. More so, tell a story about what's happening in this little village. Add a lot of side content that's optional. It increases the replayability. If it's not that, if it's more like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, where it's just long stretches of nothing in between everything, I'm not for badly done open worlds, just good ones. How about you, Kindred? Any opinion?
I don't think that's actually the point for me. An open world games that I use quite a lot is, a lot of people like recommend Skyrim, for example, but I actually don't think Skyrim is the best like open world game. I would mention Fallout New Vegas, because here's the thing. Open world games, they need to have two things: interesting landmarks and interesting motive to explore. So a lot of games will pump a lot of like side quests, because exactly for what you're saying, Silent, like, oh, you need to have like a side content as well for you to do. So they pump a lot of side quests. For example, Fallout 4 has great side quests, but the world is not interesting, so you don't explore them. One of the most interesting is like a Stradivarian like violin. It's one of the most beautiful side quests on that game. People don't really like do that. And in the same vein, aside from the landmarks, it needs aside from like having things to explore, you need to get a reason. So you gotta have like things that are remarkable about the world, like the big fucking dinosaur in Fallout New Vegas. You know what I mean? Like you see it and you're like, oh, yeah, like that's kind of a big thing. So as it's like these two things, you gotta have like a motive to explore the world, and you gotta have like another one that is like pretty good as well is Breath of the Wild. Although Breath of the Wild is like more of a simpler, because it's kind of a classic, so they followed the classic formula of like fetch quests. It's like very fetch questy, but it still has like a bunch of like, you have the even then when you like doing the fetch quests, you go for like that spider like construct thing. You know what I mean?
Hey there, buddy.
So you gotta have interesting landmarks, and you gotta give people a reason to deviate. You give them a point. That's how I think the like open world thing is like best done. You give them a reason to go from point A to point B, and then on the way to point A to point B, you give them something interesting to check it out and deviate, not go do that. You know what I mean? Because they're gonna go like, oh, I'll explore this, and then they go into like a little like tangent, and then they see other stuff, and then they go back to point B, and then they like do more stuff, and then on the way from point B to point C, they're like, oh, this, and then like, you know what I mean? Even though Skyrim is not the best open world thing, because like the best way to tell how good an open world game is how often do you use fast travel. If you're always jumping fast travel to fast travel,
I'm gonna have to stop you right
if you're
there.
always fast traveling all the time, no, I'm not saying it's bad to have fast travel. I am not saying it's bad to have fast travel. I'm saying how often do you use fast travel? If you're always doing fast travel, the world is not interesting to explore.
Okay, I see what your point is there, but if I've got a delivery real quick, I'll fast travel, and then when I'm done with that delivery, then I'll walk.
How often are you doing that?
More often than not, and it's not because the world is interesting. In fact, The Witcher is one of those games where I decided not to fast travel sometimes.
Because the world is interesting.
Oh no, not because of that. It's because they put very close markers to each other. They don't say, "Hey, I need you to grab this thing on the other side of the world." They say, "Can you walk down the street or into that forest and deliver this?" There is a fast travel marker there, but I'm like, well, it's already right there. Why would I fast travel? You walk down the road and there's a pack of wolves that attack you, or some bandits, or another side quest, or not another side quest.
You're just saying my exact point. There's stuff to do in between point A to point B, and that makes the world interesting.
In that case, I hear you. I see what you're saying.
How often are you using it? If you're just jumping from fast travel to fast travel, the world is not interesting to explore. You're not getting enjoyment out of it.
I'm also thinking of distance. Like in Dark Souls 1, you have to go through all kinds of garbage.
A long distance is a place that I don't want to go.
Yeah, long distance, you need fast travel.
A long distance is a place that I don't want. I'm not saying that you can't have fast travel. Sometimes you just want to get like a quest out and then you get it done. But if you're using it all the time, if you're always fast travel to fast travel to fast travel to fast travel, the world is not interesting to explore.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'd have a reason. You know what I mean?
If you have a short distance and you choose to fast travel, the world's
if you're
not
always it doesn't matter the distance. If you're jumping all the time from fast travel to fast travel to fast travel, the world is not interesting to explore. You haven't given your players a reason to explore the world. And that could be anything. It could be rewards, it could be extra content, it could be anything to give the people a reason to explore your world. If you're always using fast travel, that world was not interesting. It didn't captivate you.
And I'm just saying, if it's just the distance, because if it's a long ways away, I'm not taking my horse halfway across the world. I want to teleport there.
I mean, I see his point, though.
I see what you're saying, too, but that's why I'm saying, yeah, if the world is so uninteresting that you just want to fast travel rather than be like, you know what, I'm going to get on my horse and have a nice leisurely stroll there and see what I see along the way. I see what he's getting at here. But at the same time, he's talking about if you always do it, which I agree. We can agree on that. If you always fast travel,
a long distance is a distance that I don't want to go. A long distance could be anything. It's if you want to go there, if it's interesting, if you want to go, you will go. It doesn't matter. It's like saying, oh, game X is hard. Like people play Souls likes. It's just if people are enjoying it, they're gonna do it. If a world is interesting, they're gonna explore, and if you give a reason to do it, they're gonna do it. So yeah, that's why my point is that's why I think the formula is good. It's like you give a reason. The first kick is you give your players a reason to go from point A to point B, and then you give them a reason to not go from point B directly. You give them reasons to deviate, to explore, to see the world and interesting landmarks, so they can remember by. A lot of worlds also like they do like beautiful graphics, and then there's nothing to be remembered by. While certain games like again Fallout New Vegas, it's a janky mess, it's buggy, it's ugly, but you remember. You remember the NCR, you remember the Caesar guy, you remember the fucking dinosaur.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt you.
Loren.
Just the chat saying hi, and
yeah,
Loren. I don't like it when I don't say hi. Loren, bad things happen when I don't.
Like Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption is another great example. Fallout New Vegas, GTA, fucking GTA, dude. GTA has fast travel, but then you walk around, you're like, it's fun to fucking drive around. You know what I mean? Even if it's not as good in terms of like deviating from the path, it's still just fun to fucking drive around in GTA. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Hey, Abby. Hey, Larissa. Yeah.
Hey, Enzo. By the way, this is Lorenzo, Kindred. Lorenzo actually added something to your statement. He goes, that's why Watch Dogs 2 failed. It was just an empty world. See, I see. To me,
here's another bad example. Starfield is just load. It's just fast travel, load, fast travel, load, fast travel, load, fast travel, load.
Starfield.
Fallout 4. Fallout 4 has half of it. Fallout 4 has great, interesting content, but the world just like doesn't motivate you to like really go out of the way. And I think they went a little bit too hard on like making the world kind of disjointed. Because I think they kind of like experimented that from like New Vegas and then kind of went a little bit too hard. That's why there's a lot of great quests on that game that just get lost. People just didn't fucking play at the time. You know what I mean? What is like another open world game that I can use it, like put it onto perspective? I haven't played. No, Witcher. I mean, new games. New games. Witcher 3 is a new fucking boomer.
The good new games. Okay, those are the good new games.
Enzo. He's like, those are the good new games. 10 years old is still a new game. Gosh dang, man.
It's like me saying, no, 20. It's 10-year-old. The Wii is already old. The Wii is older than the Super Nintendo was when the Wii came out.
Dang, man. Yeah, I think I misconstrued what you said.
I'm gonna use an example that's gonna make me kind of mad, but even Pokemon, even with all of Pokemon's problems, you still have you find out a new Pokemon. Sometimes you find a shiny. You have a reason to explore, right? Even Pokemon, which I don't think is a good, the best open world game. It gives you a reason to fucking go out and fucking catch everything shinies. It's not the greatest, but it is a reason to do. And even the world, which, let's be honest, most Pokemon games are kind of ass cheeks nowadays. It still gives you a reason to explore. The problem is that Pokemon doesn't do anything else with that, but it's Pokemon. They're good. They could wipe their asses off, and it would still be the most popular franchise of the world.
Pokemon is worth what, $7 billion?
Yep, there you go.
The thing is, people don't care about today. Don't care about the surroundings, so maybe people would skip even cool lore. No, if they're skipping it, it's because they didn't got it. The world didn't interest them. If it's interesting, if it's interesting, people will do it. This is but the players didn't give a chance. Then you didn't capture your players. It's not on the player. You should never blame players for doing the thing that is most fun. If your game is not captivating, then it's just you missed the way. Here's another example of a great open world game that kind of had an issue. Outer Wilds. Outer Wilds, when it was being developed, I remember this a lot because I saw it in the video. It's a great open world game. It's a non-linear open world. It's a very short game, but it's all about you're basically stuck in a time loop, and you have to basically find out the story of what happened and why you're stuck there and all this stuff and unravel the mystery. But the game itself keeps looping. So it's like an open world that you keep going back to the same point. And in the beginning, players, they liked the world, but they didn't like what the fuck you were supposed to do there. So a lot of players just got confused in the beginning. And once you got them in the right direction, they had fun. Regardless of what they did. Regardless of what they did in the world, they always had fun. So what they did is they gave you an NPC dialogue at the very beginning saying hey, why don't you try doing this? Why don't you try doing that? Why don't you try doing this? It didn't change anything on the gameplay, but it set the players in motion. Again, that first A to B set the players in motion, and then they had fun exploring and doing whatever the world had to offer. That's what clicked it to me. You need to have these three things: an interesting world, interesting side content, a reason to deviate from point A to point B, and the first point A to point B to get the players in motion. Anything else? I also just
realized something why I always used fast travel too in The Witcher. And it actually supports your statement, but in the opposite way. You said when people use fast travel, it's so that it's because the world's not interesting. But I just realized another reason why I used fast travel as much as I did in The Witcher 3 is because I had a long list of quests I needed to complete and didn't want to get distracted going from point A to point B because I knew something would be along the way that'd be let me get distracted with this.
So that's just having too much fun. I mean, that's just you being obsessive about finishing the quest because you're I'm having too much fun. I need to finish this quest.
I'm a guy who does not like having.
I'm sorry for having too much fun. Oh no, my steak is too juicy.
No. How about we finish this candy bar
steak
before
is so juicy. I don't like this, man.
A piece of candy. Gosh dang it.
Oh man, my steak is so juicy. My world in this open world game is so interesting.
You can't have 20 plates with only a bite out of each steak. I'm so sad.
I'm very sorry.
One steak before you open up another one.
I'm very sorry. I'm so sorry for that. I really am.
Yes, you have my thank you for your condolences. Keep biting another steak and then opening up another candy bar. Come on, let's finish the candy bar before we open up another one, shall we?
I'm telling you. Listen, again, people sometimes don't agree with me, but when they start thinking about it, they kind of realize.
We do agree. It's just we agree, but in different ways. It's the more we think about it, the more we realize, this is the same thing.
He's playing a game. I was listening to you guys. You guys are very lovely.
We're beating the same horse.
I'm a big yapper. It's 90% of what people watching my streams is just me yapping.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I gotta go drain a hot spring. I'll be back in a second.
All right. Be right back. The only game that I open road that I have is Genshin. See, Genshin is an issue. Genshin is one of those things that's kind of it started off good, but then they didn't build on top of it. Genshin World, it sets you up. It has a beautiful world. But then it's just you gotta grab the little puzzle game to get more currency. and then you gotta do this fucking grind fest, and then you gotta do another puzzle game, and then it's just like this and that and this and that and this and that. That's why it becomes like it becomes almost like a chore to play Genshin Impact. You know what I mean? That's why I kind of dropped Genshin. I was streaming Genshin day one. I even like titled my stream like Breath of the Waifu, because you know that's what the comparisons that people do, because people didn't know what the fuck Genshin was. You know what I mean? And that's a like when you put that into perspective, a lot of open world games start to make sense. Like why are they popular? Why are they not popular? When you start like putting into perspective like this, you know what I mean? You gotta have these three things. If you don't have them, the game is gonna be less for it. The game is gonna be less for it. You know what I mean? Oh, gacha games always tie up a house. Even then, that's not true. If you have enough content, even a gacha game could be interesting. It's just that Genshin, I think, got too comfortable. That's the thing. Genshin, I think, they started getting too comfortable with being the top one because Hoyoverse makes infinite money. You know what I mean? And I actually quite like that they started diversifying. Like, people that enjoy Genshin still can play Genshin, and then you can play ZZZ as well. You can play any other thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. I like Minecraft, but I get quickly lost. What do I do? So I need myself some quests. Well, Minecraft is a sandbox game, so it's kind of a different vibe. But even Minecraft, like the first thing that you do in Minecraft, what do? You click, and then you start punching things. You break dirt, you break wood, and then as soon as you break wood, a pop-up says, hey, you can craft stuff. Which is actually something it's still not great. Minecraft is kind of its own thing. But even then, they're like, hey, you can do this, by the way. You can do that. Once you get a new material, hey, did you know you can do more recipes? This is the putting the player in motion. And then they see that there's enemies, and then they see like a dungeon or anything. They start exploring the world. Now, Minecraft has more to it. It's not an open world more so than it's a sandbox. And sandbox games require a lot of like, you can go in many different directions. We're talking about single player like open world games. You know what I mean? The only thing that makes me upset is when the game don't release more men. You nerds. Yeah, I really think that's like a really important factor. It's like how many big titty dudes with like hairy chests and like glistening pecs, you know, that's, you know. Shut up, chat. Nerds. Genshin got too comfortable. That's the take that I'll ever listen to. Players have been suggesting to use the full thing for the game. Exactly. Salve. We don't need more men. We have Kindred. Tired of gacha games recently. Kind of a hiatus. That's what I always say. Gacha games, you gotta have that. Like the golden rule that I say, which is gotta have like a set limit to give me, and you gotta play 6 months not putting any money. If you're putting money into the only fun that you're having in gacha games is pulling characters, that's the same as like gambling. It's actually worse than gambling because you don't even get the chance to get your money back. Fable 2 is one of my top 10 open world games. So Fable Legends. Dude, that game is so good. It's not the greatest game to play right away, but you play that game, it feels like a modern game. Aside from like graphics. Fable Legends is so good. You know what I mean? That game did things that nobody have ever done before. You know what I mean? Got a question? I don't know if y'all like it. Sure, shoot it. I think I put like 200 hours into Genshin Honkai combined since the start of both as well. Are you guys together? No, I am very taken, but Icy is just a friend of mine. You know something that I will give Hoyoverse? Hoyoverse has, while the game itself is actually kind of pretty mid, the character design, even the Genshin ones are kind of fun. They're very iconic. Now, I think the Genshin has become like kind of like too comfortable again in the character designs. But once they came out, they were very polished. They were it became like a Genshin aesthetic for a reason. But now you have like ZZZ, which is like even more like experimental, which I find is the best. Like out of the Hoyoverse designs, I think ZZZ is the best ones. You know what I mean? Character designs are gorgeous. Genshin ones recently kind of suck. All of the Genshin's problems, it's because they got too comfortable being number one. Genshin was going great all the way up until Zhongli, because that's when they started getting comfortable, and then it's just like, it went downhill from there. They had some moments of ups and downs, but overall, when it comes to like quality of content, I think they got comfortable. They got comfortable being number one, and didn't have any competition. Same deal, same exact deal that happened with Overwatch. They got comfortable being number one, and then just, you know what I mean? I love ZZZ designs. ZZZ designs are great. There's like very few that I don't like in ZZZ. I really like their characters. Should check out Real Desley. I know. Not enough men. We need more big men. I mean, ZZZ is kind of providing. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Just saying. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's like my opinion, to be fair. Because like I do think about this stuff as well. Here's another one that I was like thinking about, like open worlds. Zelda, the Majora's Mask. Zelda Majora's Mask, you know, it's a game that I play a lot. It's actually a game that I use in reference to when it comes to like third-person camera development, where they kind of like figured out what worked and what didn't. Majora's Mask drops into the world and says, hey, your goal is to remove this mask. You gotta remove this mask. And then you go back and like, oh, you have the big bad guy. And then you go and you fight big bad guy. And then you gotta like get all the other masks. And then you gotta do this. You gotta get this mask to like go back and surpass this obstacle and go do this and go do that. But the world is interesting. You know what I mean? And Majora's Mask is also like a classic one. Like they were one of the ones that was developing the formula. Because you gotta keep that in mind as well. There's games that like have like best stuff. Like I was talking about I see you back?
Yep.
I was talking about like Fable Legends. How it was like such a go-to game. It feels like a much recent game, just like on how cool they are. You can do like evil stuff and really matter. You can do like good stuff and it really matters. So it feels a lot more recent than it actually is. But you also got to keep in mind context, right? I was talking like how Majora's Mask, for example, has a really shitty... The original has a really shitty third-person camera because back then people didn't know what the fuck to do with third-person cameras.
Back in the days of Resident Evil.
Resident Evil, Devil May Cry is also like someone that was like kind of like struggling with a camera. Because they didn't have the second analog. I think they only started figuring out when they gave you the second analog to fucking look and point. You know what I mean?
I was actually about to say, he's still going when I came back. And I was listening to...
It kind of went on a side tangent. It kind of went on a side tangent.
Like,
kind of went on a side tangent. Not exactly. It's talking about the same thing. We're talking about open worlds and then like games in general. I am passionate about this stuff. I am passionate about this stuff.
Full circle.
Yeah, we're talking about how Genshin got comfortable in the design. All the issues that Genshin has is just because they got comfortable. Comfortable in the designs, comfortable in the gameplay, and just didn't bother like do anything fun.
Changing anything. Dang.
Streaming for 18 hours is a subathon. So I'm going... Icy's not doing a subathon, but it was still going on the anniversary subathon because it was like the 5 years anniversary of the channel. So we're going for as long as it goes until I crash out and go to sleep. And we're doing...
Until I crash out and go to sleep.
Yeah, because I know that some people sleep on stream. They like let you have more time per dollar and then like sleep on stream.
Right.
And I don't hate that. It's just that I think it's kind of boring. You know what I mean? I would much rather give people like interrupted and then like find more content for them, like edit videos, think of collabs, that kind of stuff, right? And then like do some fun stuff. Then just be like 20 or 40 hours of like half of it is just me sleeping and then some YouTube video playing, which I'm not criticizing, by the way. It's just not what I like to do with my platform.
I'm not criticizing. It's just
no, it's just
I mean,
doesn't really
the
matter.
old saying goes, either find
like,
a way to make money in your sleep or you'll forever work until you're dead.
That's crazy, but that's not exactly my point.
Not exactly what it means. It's like
that's
technically
crazy.
The truth.
No, it's because like I don't know, I just don't see it that way. The same way that I don't do, for example, reaction content, you know what I mean? Some people do it, and some people add value. That's just not what I like doing. And I don't care about like algorithm of views or anything. I do what I think it's the best content. It can flop, it can go viral, but I've always just been kind of doing that. And just that's always how I've taken my content. Regardless if it was ASMR, streams, videos, I try to think like, what would I like to watch if I was watching?
Nice idea.
You know what I mean? That's why, I mean, there's always going to be trends, like people doing like the I call it react slop, where you just put yourself on the corner.
Oh.
You watch a video that's popular, and you go, yeah, based. Yeah, based.
And you just sit there like,
no,
oh my
that's
God.
crazy. Chat, is this real?
You didn't need to call out SS Sniper Wolf like that, man. Okay,
I'm not even talking about, I wasn't even thinking about Sniper Wolf. I was thinking of Asmongold.
I mean, he actually makes real comments and legit statements.
Yeah,
so that one's not
legit
really
statements, and it's just based. But Sniper Wolf Sniper Wolf. I think is the most notorious because of Jack's films. Jack's films is also like a content creator that I find quite enjoyable. Speaking of which, give me just a moment. Give me just some. What was that? Hey, Tsukino, dude, thank you so much for the $50 as well. Last of my budget for the Subathon, Kindred Lodge. Much love. Oh, thank you so much. That's crazy, Tsukino. Thank you so much for the $50. Absolutely. Never go above your budget, but thank you so much. I mean, yeah, if you want to spread it out and just like keep stretching out the Subathon for as long as it goes and do a bunch of messages. I do like reading people's messages as well. But thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tsukino, for the $50 Subathon. And Cinebread Babe for the 4 months sub. That is very sweet of you. Thank you so much. But yeah.
As usual, Thursdays are kind of my off day because
I
do
had to
have to
talk to the chat real quick.
editing. Oh no, you're good. I'm just letting my chat know that I've actually got to end mine shortly.
Oh really?
Yeah, today was a shorter stream. I do have to get to. Just say there's some issues on editing and future editing today.
I got some.
Got a prior engagement. Thursdays are usually clock out at that point. But chat, I will see you all on Friday. Thursday is more of a dedicated.
If they want to come, I mean, I'm live right now. I'm still gonna be. I think we're gonna be doing W plays, because we kind of got a project going on. We've been doing. I'm showing this on my screen, but like we've been doing a bunch of artworks on W Place. If you don't know what W Place is like our place, but like Google Maps. And we're just like putting a bunch of like collab arts. Speaking of which, I saw somebody griefing again. Let me screenshot this because I gotta. Now I can catch these losers and send them over to an admin that they have like kind of taken it out. Look at that.
Griefing?
Yeah, it's basically our place meets Google Maps, but it's open for everybody to do it, and it's not as slow as like. It's not as slow as our place, so you can get like 30 seconds per pixel. So as a community, we can just like start like doing artworks like this, and we're basically just getting a bunch of my collab art into the world. You know what I mean? Like we started with me, and then there was like Ricky, Tyga. Now we're doing Chunky. We might do like ours as well. We should do like a you, me, and Siren.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
You know what I mean?
All right, well,
but that's just kind of what we're gonna be doing.
Thank you for joining me today.
It also makes me very happy to send these fucking losers to the mod so they can get fucking clapped.
Gotcha. Well, hey, have fun doing that, man. Have fun clapping losers. Well, ladies and gents, thank you for joining me today. I'll see you all on Friday with more Assassin's Creed 2.
Thank you so much for coming, man. I mean, like I said before, I'm always down to. You never really invited me. You don't really care about me anymore. But if you want to just down, I'm always down to like hang out. So you know, if you just want to
I'll
like,
let you know, man.
Or something. Anyway.
Heck
Our place? I don't know what Twitch lingo is. Our place was like a Reddit thing. Our place was like a Reddit thing. Where...
Have a good day, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, that was icy. It's a pretty chill dude, you know. I like hanging out. Anywho.
See you, Kindred.
Bye-bye. It was a fun time. It was a fun time. I'm gonna be lurking on my collab server. Might as well. Gonna be just chilling here, see if anybody joins. Let me also close this. There you go. I'll leave this here as well. There you go. But yeah, that was icy. That was a fun time to hang out with the OGs, you know what I mean? It's always a fun time to hang out with the OGs. But yeah, now I can clap these fucking losers that keep like griefing artworks because we got a mod to like reach out to some streamers. Because I know whenever we were doing W plays, there's like some people that like target streamers to like try and fucking grief artworks. But we are clapping them. We are clapping them. And soon enough, I talk about this in the beginning of the stream, but soon enough there's gonna be a way to like report them. So soon enough we'll be able to just like report them in the game and have these people banned. You know what I mean? So happy I made a thing. Look at leftovers, some mac and cheese. Mac and cheese. I mean, I really like mac and cheese. Like, you can't go wrong with like carbs and cheese. You know what I mean? Can't go wrong with carbs and cheese. But yeah, how you guys doing though? But yeah, are you guys down for some more W plays, or do you guys want to do something else? I know that we planned for W plays before, but if you guys are down for something else, I'm also down. What do you say we do for today, chat? So we got 18 hours of the Subathon. By the way, while we hit all the goals and the new ones are kind of recurring for getting more collab art, all of the benefits that you can get. So if you want to get a $50 signed Polaroid and a thank you letter, or a cameo video from yours truly, you can still get them on the Subathon. You can still get it by donating on the Subathon. There's links pinned in the chat as well if you want that kind of stuff. Anyhow, hey Princess Rena, how you doing as well? See you later. Gonna go put some pizza the day of them. Well, get yourself something to eat and something to drink and come back, my friend. Absolutely. You should always get yourself something to drink and keep yourself hydrated as you watch the stream. How about the murder mystery game that I got you? Sure, we can do that tomorrow. We can do like a tomorrow because didn't make a thumbnail for it. What do you say? We can do that tomorrow though if you want to. Yeah. What do you say, chat? I am open for suggestions. What was the question? If you guys want to do W Place, continue on with our little project, because we are having a little project as well. We are going on. We are doing still this little collab art with me, Chunky, and Nyla, aren't you? You know what I mean? We're still going strong here. If you guys want to like help us finish this, yeah. There's still like this area here still needs to be filling from dark gray. There's like some inside here as well. There's like the side area here. This is the full of it. This is how it's gonna look in full. Some people are tracing outlines. I'm just like kind of filling here, but I also need to do like some other colors. That's just kind of how it goes. Already on W Place. I know I was actually talking about this with the mod, because the mod of W Place was saying like, we're having some issues with these griefers, but that's okay. Just like, we're finding a way to like get them banned and all that stuff, right? And I was saying how a lot of the community just really love that, because it's a game that we can just like hop in and play, right? Like a lot of games, like it's very hard for the community to join in, because like not everything has cross compatibility, not everything is like super easy to share with people. You know what I mean? But in the meantime, W Place, you can just like hop in, go crazy, And I quite enjoy it. You know what I mean? You also get to like look at your artwork afterwards. Like, you know what I mean? You can just like, once, like you get spotted. Like so many people spotted me on W Place in Japan, And so I'm dealing with family. I got my water back. I was feeling a lot of emotions, talking to my friend that helped me out. I'm just resting and listening to the stream. I know. I'm glad to hear that you can relax while listening to the stream. A lot of people do that. When it's just like, they tune into the stream just to like relax and get their mind out of their problems, which makes me happy. It does make me happy to know that I can take your mind out of your problems if you're having a rough day, Again, sorry for being late. You are very late, Sandra. Well, glad to have you here. Yes, we stream always at the same time, always here. Usually for 2 to 3 hours a day, but right now we're kind of doing a subathon, so it's as long as we can go. We're just raw dogging. We're just raw dogging these like 18 hours. I am scheduling the tattoo as well. Tomorrow, I'm going to be going to the tattoo artist studio, and I'm going to schedule the tattoo because one of the goals of the subathon was getting myself tattooed on stream, and I am gonna be scheduling that. Can I grab those? Come on now, Noah. Be respectful. That's crazy. But yeah, very excited to see what the design. Speaking of designs, I mean, I guess we can talk about this as well. What do you guys? I'm still like thinking of like some styles for subathons. Right, for the tattoos, right? And I talked about this. He said that this was like a moai kind of style, but I'm also really liking this inky style. It doesn't look super great, but I don't know. Like, there's a lot of tattoos that I'm kind of digging. I like the planetary look as well. I like this. I've been liking this metal embroidery a lot, which is kind of like, it's kind of really sick. I don't know. You know what I mean? get a tattooed on stream, like you stream from the tattoo artist's workplace? Yes. We're gonna be doing. I'm gonna be streaming from the tattoo artist's workplace. Yes. We've done this before on Twitch, but the VOD didn't stay on YouTube. But yes, that is gonna be it. You're gonna be hearing a little bit of like zzz, but overall, it's like a pretty fun time. I'm not sure though. I like this style as well. In fact, I'm gonna save that. I like this one. I like the ink sort of style as well, but I kind of prefer more the embroidery. Because like more. Nyla apparently likes dragons as well. She likes the dragon kind of tattoo. Or snake. I don't know. Like, still thinking exactly what I want to do. You know what I mean? A lot of these are AI as well, which is kind of lame. Like these fucking AI dilfs. It's very funny. Yeah, Pinterest is full of this kind of garbage. So if you have any suggestions for like tattoos as well, totally be looking forward to for some interest. You know what I mean? Had a hard day at work today and just watching this making my day a little bit better. I'm glad that I can make a day a little bit better. You know, it makes me happy to know that people can tune in and just relax a little bit. You know, have you ever watched RoboCop? That movie inspired me and my aunt stories. I really like watching old movies. I actually quite like RoboCop. It's a very interesting. It's a little bit of propaganda, but I do enjoy it. I do think it's like a very interesting movie. You know what I mean? I feel very happy. I'm not disappointed in my ancestors. They think the polo is the best. Get it? But yeah. Last time that we got tattooed on stream, I got what is the word? I got the leg tattoo, and because I do have my streaming setup, it's actually a notebook. It's a gaming notebook. So as long as I have internet, I can stream from anywhere. I can travel, you know what I mean? I can do whatever I want. That's why a lot of the streams that I do on the kitchen as well, it's just me taking my notebook and put it on the, you know what I mean? Real ones, not the AI. Yeah. Pinterest, surprisingly enough, I think is like an issue with me. Like Nyla's Pinterest doesn't have any AI at all. My one is just full of it. I don't know why. You know what I mean? W Pinterest, AI is garbage. Well, yeah, but not the AI stuff. You know, there's a lot of stuff on Pinterest that isn't AI. You know? What if you mix the inky style with another style, like the inky dragon? I don't know. I like the metal embroidery kind of. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's propaganda. RoboCop, I mean, yeah, you know. I mean, Zootopia's propaganda. You know what I mean? just because something is kind of bad doesn't mean you can't really enjoy certain aspects of it. You know? What if you mix the English? I already read that one. Real ones of the AI. Mine too, unfortunately. Yeah, I stopped using Pinterest for a while, but it's just kind of like, what are you gonna do? You know? AI is growing on the internet like a fucking cancer, and it's just really, really hard to get rid of it. You know? What can you do? I fucking love Rocky Balboa movies. They were my childhood. I haven't watched a Rocky movie in so long. Now that you said that, I'm kind of really feeling like watching one again. You know what I mean? But yeah. So what is the usual type of tattoo, guys? What is the usual style of tattoo that you guys enjoy? You know? Because I do like having inspiration, because the artist is going to make an original piece for me. You know? Their algorithm here, you saying that every time. Probably. I mean, YouTube does captions. So they probably do realize the words that they use. I know that if you say subscribe on a video, I don't know if it works on the stream, but on a video, if you say subscribe, the button highlights it. It's like kind of weird like that. You know what I mean? What if the Evil Dead movie? Oh, what? Anyhow, how's my chat minimized? Yeah. Hey, Steph Moana, thank you so much for the follow as well. A fire tattoo, something elemental? I never had a tattoo that's just me. I don't know. I wasn't thinking of like fire. I was thinking of either the sun or a dragon. I don't know. Because I already got a moon, and I already got the. Also, I'm getting like a really bad headache. What the fuck? But I was thinking of like a moon or a dragon. That's kind of what I was thinking about it. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I was going for with my tattoo ideas. Is either It's either what is the word? A sun or a dragon. Anyhow, you guys want to hop in on W Place or you guys want to do another game? What do you say, chat? I don't have much in terms of charges, but if you guys want to, we can definitely fulfill. By the way, if you want to get this extension, just Google Blue Marble plugin, and you find a GitHub for Swing the Vine, and that's where there's a tutorial. There's a tutorial to install it. Maybe another game. Well, what other games do you want to suggest? Open for suggestions if you have any. It's now or never. What do you say? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. What do you say, chat? What games do you want to? Oh, I'm coloring. I have a tattoo on my upper right arm. It's a Hamilton, one of which is styled, the silhouette of Hamilton with the lyrics. I have a few tattoos. I have a bracelet, like a mandala pointillism bracelet. I have on my other forearm a compass, and on my biceps I have a women and a wolf howling at the moon. And on my leg I have another mandala, which was supposed to be a bracelet, not a bracelet, leg sleeve, but I couldn't finish it. Maybe I'll finish one day, but I just kind of didn't bother. I don't know how to update Blue Marble. Can you show us, please? You just do the same thing. You just click the latest upload. If you want to update Blue Marble, you just go Blue Marble plugin. You go onto the GitHub. On the side here, you have releases. This is the download folder, and you just click the next one. And if you click the user script again, it's gonna pull up the. You see? It's gonna pull up the update. It's gonna say downgrade for me because I already installed it, but it will say update for you if you click it. And there you go. You just redo it. Because it notices that you have the script already, so it just switches it over. You don't have to worry about like that. You just re-download it. You know what I mean? Sometimes it will prompt you to update it. Sometimes it will like give you a little pop-up to install it. But, you know, want to get a new one as well. I would be a comic book. I would be a comic book if I had enough money to do all the tattoos that I want to do. I'm not even joking. I would be like a comic book character, like inked all over, if I had enough money to do that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Well, finishing the Resident Evil game you never finished. Nah. Ever since I started streaming on YouTube, I've been kind of enjoying just like stuff that we can do and finish in one stream. Because the thing about doing long story-driven games is that there's gonna be a lot of people that want me to finish it, and I get anxious about like doing that instead of like, oh, I have this idea, but I don't know, people want me to finish this game, or like, oh, I want to do this, but people wanted me to finish this game. I never ended up doing it, so that's why I prefer to just do things that I can just wrap up in one stream. Again, it's just ADHD. It's the ADHD talking. You know what I mean? It's just ADHD talking. You know what I mean? My two sisters want us to get matching tattoos. That sounds like a very cool thing to do with your sister. You should probably do that. That's actually very fun. Do a posture check. All right. Ooh, that was pretty bad. Right. I also need to get myself another drink. Oh. Problem is that I don't have anything on my freezer here. God damn it. I want to get another drink as well. God damn it, dude. God damn it. Anyhow. Well, yeah, it's always a fun time, you know what I mean? Like I really enjoy these chatting streams, you know? I know that on YouTube people tend to prefer like a game or something, like an activity. Because I get it, it's like the thumbnail. You know what I mean? People want to click on the thumbnail. But, you know, I would enjoy chatting. The more I think about it, it's really like, I really should do a podcast. But I don't know, I kind of have a little bit of prejudice with podcasts because I don't want to be one of those like podcast bros. But the more I think about it, it's like, man, having a podcast would be really fun, you know? You could invite anybody, just like chat. I don't know if I would also have like enough guests, I think. You know what I mean? Because it's just like, you gotta have people to come around consistently and talk about this stuff. Maybe if you had like a partner or something that you could do like a weekly podcast, that could be like a really cool thing. But then I don't know, if I had like somebody else, then I would be like stuck on the routine, and then if I wanted to do something on the same day, then I wouldn't be able to. Why is it so hard having ADHD and being like a 20-year-old man? 28-year-old man. I enjoy the way you stream because I'm normally making dinner when you're streaming. Yeah, there's a lot of people that do that. Like a lot of people, like somebody was saying in chat right now, right? They have me as background noise. And I don't consider that an insult. That is precisely the point, you know? You're just listening to me talk. You're just hopping in on the conversation like it's a group of friends. And then when something interesting happens, you just look over and you see like, what? You know what I mean? What is exactly going on? Also, what's this like dubstep that's going on? You know what I mean? And in the same vein, like when we're doing a game, then some kind of like an activity. Like the fucking... Oh yeah, I suppose we do have something that we can do today. We can do... I should probably do that tomorrow. Like we already started with this. You know what I mean? Like doing a game in the middle of this would be like kind of thing. But I did invited to... I did get invited to try out a game as well, right? What was it? Yeah, Liminal Exit. Oh, let me add this here so I can remember. Then we can try the Nova, the other game as well, wasn't it? Yeah, Nova also gifted me one. But there's also this Liminal Exit that got another like anomaly kind game. They invited me to try it out. Saying that is mostly positive. So, seems like it's good. Yeah, this one. They invited to try out a lot of different games. Hey Miguel, how you doing as well? I'm autistic, so sometimes it's tough being lively, I think. I think you should just be yourself. You know what I mean? Regardless of what it be or how it goes, you should always just be yourself. I've been doom scrolling Pinterest while I listen. Pinterest, I need to stop whenever I'm doom scrolling Pinterest too much because I get a million tattoo ideas. You know what I mean? Say what you want about Pinterest with the AI trash, which it is, 100%. But there's a lot of really good saves on Pinterest, you know? Never myself gotten tattooed, but I always want to tattoo something. I don't know what. Well, if you want to, you know, you should definitely. But you should think about what do you want to do? You know what I mean? So bad with my doom scrolling. I know. It's very hard to avoid it, isn't it? It's very hard to avoid doom scrolling. I don't know. What is something that you guys usually have to like avoid that kind of stuff? Sometimes I catch myself like on TikTok. That's why for a little bit of a while I didn't have TikTok installed on my phone because it used to like cause me to doom scroll like crazy. You know what I mean? And did it hear that? Found the code instead of downloading the link again. It is the JS script. It is the JS file, JavaScript file. That's the one that you want to download. That is the one that you want to download. Oh yeah, I'm a middle child. I think tattoos are really cool, but I have a really fear of needles and low pain tolerance, so I just admire. That's okay as well. You don't have to do a tattoo just to find it pretty. You know what I mean? Same deal that I don't like having piercings. I don't want to have a piercing because I think it's kind of ugly when you take the piercing out. But if you have it and it looks gorgeous, you know, great. You know? Just because I don't have it doesn't mean I can't admire, you know? To see the comments and remember why you don't doom scroll? Nah. I don't know. I scroll Instagram, I despise it. Same deal with Pinterest and YouTube X. I don't know. Like, it would be good to have like a thing that just like as soon as you spend a certain like 20 minutes, as soon as you spend like 20 minutes on specifically Instagram or TikTok or any of those like shorts tabs. YouTube doesn't have shorts because I don't really watch shorts on YouTube. But like you're watching the shorts, you just scroll, just boom, just like clap you. It's like, hey man, 20 minutes, come on, like, you know what I mean? Stop fucking doom scrolling like that. Just so you can feel the time passage. When you're doom scrolling like that, it's just like, you don't even feel the time passing. You could be like at 4 p.m. and then you stop doom scrolling, it's like 6 p.m. You know what I mean? It literally just turns your brain off. You know? I have a little Totoro tattooed on my shoulder. I'm very scared of needles, so I just had a big bag of sweets the whole time. You know? I do see what's this again? Asian tattoos. I'm blending a set of peacock feather tattoos on my collarbone. I swear I've been putting it off for ages now. No, yeah. I do have some tattoos that I've been putting it off for ages now. I mean, this is I still haven't finished my leg tattoo for God's sake. You know what I mean? It's more of a need to draw than relax. I don't know exactly. I don't know if there's a problem in the apps, so they would never implement that. Oh, absolutely not. These apps thrive on wasting your time. You know what I mean? That's why I tell people, like, when they come to the stream, like, either set an alarm or something, because a lot of people will get distracted. They're just, like, doom scrolling and they don't realize that we started the stream. That's why I tell people to set an alarm or a reminder or just, like, turn on the reminds on Discord. Because a lot of people do that. A lot of people just get distracted because they're, like, doom scrolling and they realize that they just missed the stream. You know what I mean? Like, I get so many comments of me saying, like, oh, I barely missed it. I barely missed the stream. Do you still play 11D Space? If yes, will you play it on stream again? I played it a fair amount of times. It's just there's no new content. You know, I'm not pulling for the banner anymore. And I don't like reacting to gameplay because I think it's kind of lame to do that. If I want to play the game, I play the game. It's just how I see it. You know what I mean? It's just how I do it. But there's no new content on 11D Space. And I don't have any more memories. Do you want to put money on my account so I can pull? Because again, I already hit my quota. I follow the rules that I tell people. I say, hey, I have this many amount of money, and I don't put any more money than that on the gacha game. I follow the rules that I preach, you know? And yeah, did you see the alternate ending for the beach banner? I saw it on YouTube, yeah. You know what I mean? I used my $50. Yeah, like Tsukino, for example. She said that she hit her goal on like donating to the streamer. You know, I do hope that you donate a little bit to your favorite streamer. Not everything needs to be for silence, you know. Infold will be fine if you spare a little bit of money for your favorite streamer. But, you know, you gotta live by the rules you preach. And I already hit my goal, my quota for 11D Space. So unless they decide to give me more, unless they decide to give me a little more, a little more diamonds, you know, then I don't exactly plan on pulling anymore. Unless they release new content, then we'll hop on 11D Space. I also like that it's not like every single day, because then it doesn't get me bored. Like, because they only do it like twice a month, I think, for new content. You know, depending on how big the banners are. You always have like a constant influx of content. So you can always just like, you know, you can always like give it a break. And I think giving breaks for these kinds of games is like good to keep myself interested. You know? If I was playing every single day the same way that I was doing Genshin back in the day, then I would be kind of full of it, you know, by the end of the year. Doom scroll is mostly just addiction. You just need to know when to stop. At least that's easier when other addictions. I don't know if I call doom scrolling easy to stop. You know what I mean? I don't know. Love to listen to. Oh, he talks in ASMR lingo. I mean, I have an ASMR channel. I know that a lot of people follow my YouTube channel. You should definitely do that. You should definitely go follow my YouTube channel. Because there's like comic dubs, there's like Yap videos as well. I post highlights, by the way. If you haven't watched today, I posted a video today, 3 hours ago. You should definitely be watching that. You know what I mean? I know that a lot of people on Twitch don't actually follow my YouTube. Like, you should be checking out the highlights as well from the like previous streams. I mean, I posted the CRT rant, you know what I mean? Like, there's highlights from the best moments. You should definitely be following that. There's also like the comic dubs, you know what I mean? For the memberships, I do post like early access of artworks as well. I need to update this one. I've already gotten another access. But I'm always posting like early access stuff too. You know what I mean? Deciding things, you know, showing stuff. There's a lot of stuff that I do. You know, very active content creator. A very active content creator. You know? A stream stops me from doom scrolling, which is a blessing as well. You know, it's also good to talk. You know? When you're just doom scrolling, you're seeing like just a bunch of pre-made videos. Like, you're just talking, you know? We're hanging out, we're enjoying it. Kind of like a group of friends, you know? Kind of like a group of friends. Oh, yeah. I had some sandwiches and BBQ. Oh man, I kind of want some barbecue as well. What should I eat today? Today's Wednesday, right? Yeah, no, I can't be ordering takeout right now. Can't be ordering takeout right now. I gotta what's the word? Gotta follow my routine, you know. Can't be taken out. Checked the webtoon last night. The faces were really funny. The artist does a good job. Yeah, Alexa has done a great job with the webtoon. You know what I mean? She's been doing great work. In fact, there's another one being made right now. We're in the middle of the process. It should be being done in like a week or two, depending on how busy she is. Well, I've already sent the new script. It's gonna be very quirky. It's like, it's gonna be a babe. Did you notice anything different about me? And then there's like a quick time event, and it's like, oh, you cut your hair. It's like, oh, you got it. You're so, you know what I mean? Like a Dead by Daylight quick time event. It's just like, doof, 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 doof. That would be it. You know what I mean? Hey, baby, like, did you notice anything different about me? And it's like a quick time event. It's like, got it right. It's like, oh. You know, that would be that. A lot of my comments are like really relatable, you know, relationship stuff as well. But it's gonna be like kind of quirky friends as well. You know, hey, yo, Caboose, thank you so much for the follow as well. Welcome. Question: can you name me a Pokemon? Eevee, the traditional one. Why? You're gonna draw me? Yeah. Hey, Patney Master, how you doing as well? Glad to have you here on YouTube too. But yeah, probably just a me thing. I got bored with the doom scrolling. My For You page starts giving me the typical polemical shit. Because that's the thing. Every single social media nowadays, aside from YouTube, I think YouTube is very diverse. But Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, they want to rage bait you to basically fucking spending as much time like hating and brewing negativity on the platform. Because they want you to stay on it. They want to grab you by the neck. You know what I mean? Keep you. You know? Do your friends actually do that? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. You know? And it's kind of like, it's people. I heard some people say that my comics are like stereotypical. Kind of, yeah. But you gotta keep in mind that people have types. You know what I mean? It's just, people are more alike than you think. It's not exactly a bad thing. You know? It's relatable. It's not stereotypical. That's the word. You know? And, you know. You can also hate on anything, you know what I mean? If you're a sad, bitter thing. And all the criticism that I've ever gotten on my webtoons, on Reddit, and I know that a lot of Reddit are fucking losers with no girlfriends. So the people that doom scroll on Reddit tends to be the most like unfuckable losers. Not the people that are on niche subs, by the way. Not the people that are on like a niche technology or like a niche hobby sub. Those people tend to be pretty chill because like those people are super open-minded. But the people that scroll on like those big subreddits, like the big subreddits like Ask Reddit, Relationship Advice, or whatever the fuck, these people tend to be the most insufferable fucking losers. So just like, I really don't give a fuck about your fucking... I really don't give a fuck about your criticisms. The people on Instagram are just sharing cutesy couples, or even memeing it out. I saw some people memeing it out on the big spider one, because people said that, noticed that it was a dick joke. Henry, just don't want a partner? Don't make fun of me. I'm not making fun of you. I'm making fun of people on Reddit. You know what I mean? Not talking about you, Manuel. I'm talking about like losers on Reddit. What? Why do you think I was talking about you? You know? You don't need to have a partner. I'm talking about people on Reddit that are fucking losers. You know? Same kind of edgy losers that like kept fucking grief in the artworks. It's like a very like loser behavior thing. You know? Just because you don't want a relationship doesn't mean that you're, you know what I mean? Like, think of how many ace people are in my community. You just, you know? It doesn't even have to be like anything. It just, some probably don't want a relationship. That's fine. You know? Anyhow. Blue Sky is okay in terms of calm and nice. I don't know. I haven't really cared about Blue Sky much. Like, the problem with Blue Sky is that, like, I don't know, it's kind of jank. Like, a lot of times I have to fucking... For example, if I want to send a video with more than 3 minutes, I can't send it on the PC because it keeps saying, like, oh, there's more than 100 megabytes. And I'm like, why don't you convert it? You do it on your phone. Why don't you do it for the PC? But then it doesn't work, and I'm just like, fuck it, I'm not posting you. You know what I mean? Like, Blue Sky is just jank. And even though I prefer Blue Sky over Twitter, I'm not going to use a social media if it's annoying to use it. So it's just kind of how that... It's just kind of how that be. You know what I mean? Tumblr is still nice. It's mostly Western news. It can be a bit too much as well. You don't want to train your feed too. You don't want to train your feed with, you know, hate. You know, keep forgetting Tumblr is still a thing, even though I don't doom scroll on Tumblr. Tumblr is okay. Actually, the feed on Tumblr is quite a lot. There's a little bit of like goon bots on Tumblr. But overall, if you tailor your feed, the thing with Tumblr is that eventually you just kind of like run out of things. Like you get to the point where you've seen everything that your feed got it, and you start seeing shit that you've already seen, which I actually guess is good. Like even though I don't use Tumblr that much, I still post on Tumblr because I know that some people do. But like I don't think Tumblr is like a huge platform or anything. It's actually not the worst to doom scroll. Because you get, like, I feel like a lot of social medias, and I don't think discoverability is bad. I think discoverability is good. I'm a small streamer. I want the platforms to discover me, right? The reason that people watch me is because they discovered me. But I feel like the algorithms sometimes, they start like trying to recommend too much stuff. You know what I mean? I think like the recommendation for new channels should be like 20%. The rest of it should be like your tailored, you know? Or have at least like a tab, you know what I mean? Like, oh, this is my following tab. It only has things that I put in there. This is the feed, the For You feed. When I'm over with my following tab, I can go to the For You feed and see like any wild content that I haven't. And you know, when I find something new, I put it on the following feed and I go back to the following. You know what I mean? And I know that TikTok already has that. I know that like platforms already has those. But it's not as seamless. It's not as seamless as it is. You know what I mean? Hey, Radiant, how you doing as well? That's to train your feed with love. Like, actually, you can press. There's every single platform. Even YouTube has a, hey, I am not interested. I've done this for like 2 months with AI stuff. Like, say, like here, for example, I'm going to put like a random video. This is like a news video, so I don't give too much of a fuck. But you can say, hey, either I'm not interested in this kind of video or I don't want this channel at all. When I see drama pervert channels, when I see VTuber drama, when I see AI slop, I just, boom. We won't recommend you this channel anymore. And I just do this, boom, 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 every time I see something like that. Same deal with TikTok as well. It's a little bit more annoying. I think you gotta go like press and hold. But every single platform you can do it. You can curate that kind of stuff as well. That makes it so much better. If you just, but you gotta keep clapping. Every single time you see it, boom, 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 boom. Like, say, not interested, not interested. Don't show me. Don't show me. Don't show me. You know what I mean? And then eventually it picks up. Eventually it picks up. Now I don't get AI on my feed anymore. I haven't seen AI on my YouTube for like many times. Tumblr's gotten the Tumblr Live thing. It's trying to be hip like TikTok. I hate this. Like TikTok, I hate what TikTok has done to the internet. Where like every single social media is trying to be TikTok. You know what I mean? Like before, it started off with Snapchat. Snapchat came out, and then Instagram tried to be Snapchat. Fucking Facebook tried to be Snapchat's the stories, and then fucking, you know what I mean? And then there was TikTok. TikTok came out, and then everybody tried to be TikTok. Everybody tried to have fucking shorts. Everybody wanted to have vertical content. Instagram switched their thumbnails to be vertical as well. So fucking annoying, dude. You know what I mean? And YouTube has YouTube Shorts now. And I'm just like, if I wanted to watch TikTok, I would watch TikTok. You know what I mean? Kindred and his husband, Silas. I mean, yeah, Silas is great. Why is the unnameable picked out of my stream? Unnameable? What? What unnameable fallen moon? What are you talking about? What? I'm confused. I'm gonna be like that. That's the train your feed with love. You know what I mean? I want like 20% of new content, and then the rest of it is just I want the stuff that I put there. If I didn't put there, don't serve me. I don't want to see it. Especially if it's like AI trash. You know what I mean? Dude, that's the reason why I stopped using Pinterest. My Pinterest boards used to be huge. Like I had like 200 something Pinterest boards each. You know what I mean? Did you notice Kindred on the recommended? Oh, there was Kendra. Oh, really? Oh no, it wasn't Kendra. Oh no, brother. That woman is haunting me like a demon. Like a demon, like I'm a fucking therapist or something. She doesn't leave my feed. You know, this is kind of how that be. kind of how that be. That demon of a woman, dude. That demon of a woman. How are we looking on W Plays? How are we looking on W Plays? Dude, I'm level 160. What level are you guys on? That's crazy, isn't it? Well, let me look at our alliance. Let's see what the. Okay, Nova. Oh, Nova. Holy fuck, dude. Wait, Nova, have you put money? How do you have 330,000? Jesus Christ, Nova. I mean, respect. Goddamn, that's crazy. 30,000. Goddamn. And Nyla's like right behind. Then Luna with 12k. Lumi, Mazikin, Sharky. Hell yeah. Then Copycat, Cade, NTA Firefox. Where's the NTA Firefox? She hasn't been coming to the stream as often, has she? Oh, hope that she comes around. Miss seeing her on YouTube. I don't know if it's her as well. I'm trying to assume the plural pronouns. Then Thunder Apple, Leona, Sirens. Sirens been getting late as well. Getting late to the streams. Then Carrie, Julia, Fallen Moon, Eddie the Skelly. There you go. Don't remember. I think these are random names. And then you have Ruru. Let's see what Nyla's doing. What is Nyla doing? What is she doing? Oh, she's helping fill up a Pomni. Yeah, sometimes she does that. She'll do that to grind experience. What is Luna doing? Let me see what people are up to. Oh, you guys are doing your own thing. Yeah, you guys are doing your own thing on a little base. By the way, this is a little base in the middle of the ocean. This is just us from this community. Because I know that, like, there's a lot of griefers. So having something like this is just a little easier. Level 90 with no money spent. That is crazy, Nova. The fact that you grinded level 90 with no money is insane. I put a lot of money on level 160 for the streams. That is kind of crazy. Not gonna lie. That is kind of crazy. The fact that is kind of crazy. I respect that. I respect the commitment to it. That is kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Pinterest has a really bad AI slot problem. It does. It really does. By the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like as well. Leaving likes helps us show up on the front page, so I would appreciate if you drop that like and subscribe. Ooh, whoa! But you know, if you want to, it doesn't cost you anything. I know that like people kind of get, you know, say like, oh, should I donate? Should I not? Like, I can't really donate, Kindred. That's fine, you know, like it's perfectly fine. But if you do want to help out just a little bit, just dropping a like already more than makes me more than happy. You know? I remember you. That Nyla emote. Yeah, it's the Nyla Pride emote. I do like that Nyla Pride emote. Just going like, Level 52. Did you join your alliance, Manuel? Did you join the alliance, Manuel? Or what is your name? Maybe your name is one of the random ones. Because if you join our alliance, not only can you go to the headquarters and like see exactly where it is, but you can also participate on the leaderboard. You know what I mean? Love the way you sing it. I wish I could sing more. Problem is that like I stream on YouTube, and then if I were to put like these songs, I would get copyright like crazy. You know what I mean? The thing is that people don't see the problem with AI. That's why there's even popular memes now with AI as well. Yeah, that's kind of the thing, isn't it? Like the problem is that like normies see AI and they like it. And that's just kind of how it normalizes this kind of stuff. Even though it's killing the planet, like it's killing the planet, it's killing the creators that they enjoy. How do I join? There's a link on Discord. It's on the Game In tab. If you join the Game In tab on Discord, you can see the link for the alliance. Just scroll down. I remember you. Anyhow, I'll show you how to join the alliance by playing scrambles with simple instructions. Here, there you go. Look. Go here. You're gonna see the last few that I pinned, and then you're gonna scroll down. You're gonna find, hey, here's the link for the group for W Plays. And then you just click that. It's gonna join you on the alliance. And then you're gonna be able to see that little board on the side. There you go. Sorry, my lip is kind of dry. It's kind of cracking a little bit. Hey, Amy, how you doing as well? Glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. How you doing, Amy? It's always a pleasure. Sadly, I'm gonna have to go out for dinner now. I hope you everybody have a wonderful chat on the rest of your stream. I do so too, my friend. Thank you so much for coming about. Thank you so much for coming about. It does make me happy to have you here. Yeah, we're kind of just slowly working. Well, we're just kind of just chatting, actually. Mostly been just chatting, me in the chat. And slowly, every now and then, we'll do W plays. You know what I mean? What's the name of the song? I just kind of missed it, but... You could probably Shazam it if you want to. Yeah, it's no copyright sounds. That's the channel that they do. It's like a very fun little... It's a very fun channel to have some music that is good for streaming. Oh, you're going to the stream test. Are you headed to bed? Good night, everybody. All right. Everybody's going to sleep as well. Everybody's going to sleep. We can also just wrap it up. You know what I mean? It is a weekday as well, and I know a lot of my viewers are 30-something, 25, 28. You know what I mean? I know that a lot of my viewers have jobs, which is, not gonna lie, kind of a flex. I know. So, hey, sorry. I used the J word without trigger warning. Very sorry. But, you know, that's why I try to keep my streams at an accessible time, so the people that do have jobs and things that they gotta do don't miss out too much. Ah, my neck's kind of killing me as well. I gotta sort out the tattoo tomorrow too. Mini Alliance now. How did you know I don't have a job yet? Well, you say yet. That means that you're looking for it. You know? It's pretty impressive. I mean, yeah. We're kind of been going some crazy projects. Like, you gotta keep in mind, most communities, they do like stuff like this. You know what I mean? Like, even something like this is a lot smaller. Like, this is huge. Because you gotta keep in mind, right? That, like, multiplying something by 2. You know what I mean? Like, let's say, like, here's the thing about, like, cubic relationships. If you multiply it by times 3, you get 1,000. But if you double the measurements in a cubic relationship, then you triple the size. You know what I mean? So it's actually a lot, like doing something like this that's like marginally bigger, because this I think is like 50% bigger than the ones that you usually do, means that we're like doing 150 times the work. You know? It is actually quite impressive that we've been doing these many like big artworks. You know what I mean? Hey Madison, it's my first time on your streaming channel. It's my birthday today. Happy birthday. Thank you so much for being here, Madison. Glad to have you here. If you don't know me, my name is Kindred Spirit, a voice acting variety streamer. I don't know where you meet me, but I do Yap videos on YouTube. I post highlights, and I do comic dubs as well. I have a webtoon as well if you haven't seen it, and a Patreon for, you know, that kind of content as well if you enjoy those audios and artworks. There's also that as well. A lot of people actually get quite surprised that I have a Patreon. But if you want to stick around, you're more than welcome to stay. I'll be sure to keep you good company. Mm-hmm. But yeah, maybe if you took the J word out, you could go into finance. A J word? That's crazy. Talking about jobs like that to a VTuber. That's the thing though, like, if I was 100% for money, like if money was like my biggest drive in life, I wouldn't have left medical school. You know what I mean? I like making content because I have a lot of creative energy. I like that we can work on like the visual novel, and then we can do some like, you know, comic dubs, and then webtoons, and then like do some stream and chat and hang out, like, and make videos, you know? You'd be surprised by how much content I make with the amount of resources that I do, which, you know, the more people do, the more, the better. You know, you were in medical school? Yeah, I did a year of medical school when I got into it. But I hated my life. I was hating life in medical school. You know what I mean? And, yeah, you know. And I don't need all the money in the world. I mean, money is important, please. If you can donate, it's very important. Because it not only funds the artworks, yours truly, but also like future projects as well, right? But what I like doing is creating. I look back into these things with pride. You know what I mean? I look at the animation that we've done. I look at the streams that popped off and went kind of viral. I look at the collabs that we've done, the people that I've met, the conversations that we've had, and that brings me joy. You know. But my animation channel, okay, with animation school, and enjoy the year. Well, you know, there's no shame in trying it out, dude. When I was doing law school, which is my actual graduation, I left medicine, I finished law, and then I started becoming an anime boy on the internet. I know it's a crazy journey, but I saw people that were 40 right next to me, doing it side by side with me. You know what I mean? So you don't have to worry about taking risks. As long as you can pay your bills and sustain yourself, then you can do whatever you want. There's always a time to get started, and that time is now. You know what I mean? Sure, you may not have the most glamorous life. You know, I'm not expecting to become a millionaire by becoming a YouTuber. But if I can pay my bills and have a solid like viewer base that I can just like focus on creating my projects and making stuff, then hell yeah. You know? And there's always people like that. There's people like Len that comes around. There's people like Aki that always comes around. Tsukino. You know, Eddie Skelly has been very consistently supporting us as well. You know? Regardless of like other stuff as well. There's like some people that prefer to support it on Patreon because they prefer that kind of stuff. There's some people that prefer to support it on, you know? Hey y'all, I'm here for like 10 minutes. I told you, I was just talking about you and T Fox. I was telling that why you haven't been coming around as often. What's that? Why haven't you been coming around as often? I haven't been seeing you in the chat as much. Yeah, decide to do freelance and self-made animation. Well, good luck, my friend. Good luck. There you go. Nighty Tashi, sweet dreams, Tashi. I hope you have the sweetest of dreams, you know? Well, yeah. I know that a lot of people get very surprised when they know that I got into medical school. I hated it. Dude, when I was in medical school, I used to hate life because I was depressed, and medical school did not help that case of me, like, you know what I mean? It's just rough like that. It's just rough like that. Yeah. What is it something that you would like? What is it something that you'd like to do? And it doesn't have to be a job, by the way. Like, a lot of people don't realize this, but you don't have to dream about working. I do, because I'm trying to make the living out of my creations. But some people dream about family. Some people want to have a kid. Some people, they like inventing stuff, studying. You know what I mean? They're academics. What is it that like you're passionate about? What is it that like drives you, that like gets you out of bed to like do something, even if it's against all odds? You know what I mean? And it can be anything. It can be like a relationship. It can be like taking care of your pets. It can be, you know, what is it that like gets you like to grit your teeth and tough on life regardless of what happens? You know what I mean? Can't study for shit after COVID. Why? Honestly, I would like to teach anthropology one day or do art for writing full time. I mean, good luck, but you know, if you want to take that chance, you know, it's better to take the chance and fail than, you know, especially when you have like nobody that depends on you. Like, I don't have a kid. I don't have like a wife, you know, that depends on my income. You know, that's the time that I should take a risks, because if I had a kid, I would probably just like settle down, like close my channels and find like a blue collar work or you know, something related to law, you know, so I can just like provide. You know, I have a rare disability called AOA1, along with my sis and bro trying to get the word out. Really? I mean, that's kind of interesting. I don't have a kid. I have a father that relies on me. Ah, I see. Oh, you know, you can still explore it as a hobby, you know. If your hobby is writing, you can just work your job and then try to write it in your off time. That might also be a thing that you can do, you know? That's kind of I think that's like the capitalism fallacy of like, as soon as you find a hobby and you find a way to make money out of a hobby, you gotta turn it into a side hustle. You gotta make money. You gotta expand. And it's just like, that's not a healthy way of living life. You know what I mean? You can be shit at your hobby and just do it because you love it. I'm shit at 3D modeling. I would be broke if I was living my life off of 3D modeling. But I like doing it. You know? And it's okay, you know? And I get that people have like different situations as well. You know? Like you have like maybe a family member, like your dad, like you said, that depends on your kid or anything. And that does change, you know? That's why I hate that. Dude, I fucking hate that argument of like, everybody has 24 hours. And it's like usually said by people that are rich, have cars, have people that cook for them, have people that clean for them. You know what I mean? Like everybody has 24 hours. And the guy that's like in like a 2-hour fucking commute to go to a 12-hour shift and then go back. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. It's crazy. I hate that. I hate that discourse. You know what I mean? Move out of my horrible country and finally get a partner. Oh, that's a good goal. That's a great goal, actually. You know what I mean? Find somebody that loves you and move out of the place that you don't like. Sounds like a great job. And you know, and then you gotta like plan ahead, you know, like, I don't know. Want to help with the environment. Want to move out of my country. I like that. I feel like I have a constant mental fog. Oh yeah, you know? It's just sometimes in the hubbub of life, we kind of get distracted with all the things that life requires of us. You know, we gotta make money, you gotta work, you gotta do the hours, you gotta support people, and then we realize we forget to live for ourselves. We keep living for others and living. We work to live. We live to work, and we forget to work. We live to work and we forget to work to live. You know? My dream was having a safe place because my family was. Moved in with my hubby at 19. Now my main goal is keeping him happy. That's a great goal, Luna. That is a lovely goal, you see? And that's what I mean. Like, for a lot of people, maybe having a hubby and keeping him happy and finding a safe place to be isn't something what they would look for. But that is for you. That brings you joy. That brings you fulfillment, happiness, a sense of peace, you know? I had a friend that was just like you. Her dream was being a mom. Her dream was having a loving family. She wanted to be a doctor as well, but she wanted to be like a doctor, mom. You know what I mean? Where she just like, I think it was like dermatologist, like a simple kind of doctor. And then she wanted to have a kid and take care of her little kid. And I find that admirable. I wouldn't want to have a kid right now. I would love to have a kid in the future. Also, why does my VTuber die? Okay. My phone was kind of frying itself. Yeah. My phone that I use as a camera has been kind of frying itself because it keeps it on to the VTuber. But I don't feel like it's supposed to last that long doing that kind of stuff. So it's just been kind of frying itself. You know what I mean? I don't just gush him for fun. He's wonderful. I'm sure he is. You're a very nice person, so I'm sure he is. If it's somebody that you chose, I'm sure he's going to be a nice person. You know? But that changes from person to person. And you gotta... Sometimes you gotta reflect. Sometimes you don't find it right away. Like, especially if you're in your early 20s or something like that, you're just discovering adult life. You don't know what you want to grab for life. That's why you gotta experiment in the beginning, right? But you gotta find that thing that is like your dream, that like brings you out of the bed. Because if you don't, you're gonna live life miserably. You're gonna be like, man, what is even the point? You're gonna get nihilistic. You shouldn't allow yourself to become nihilistic. I mean? Manda salve pro Brasil. Salve, Guiara. Salve, pai. Tamo junto, porra. Dale demais. Dale, porra. My friend meets her girl skin. She sounds wonderful. Well, she was a college friend. I haven't talked to her in like 10 years. You know, it was just an example. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that I know about her. It's just... You know what I mean? Somebody knows how to update the blue marble thing to take a look at the gaming server in Discord, please. I've already said how you do it. But I'm going to show you again just because it's easy. You go on blue marble plugin. You go onto the GitHub. And you press the download button again. You go on releases. You click the latest. And there's going to be a blue marble user.js, which is JavaScript. You click it. It's going to automatically just boom. And you're going to click update. And there you go. That's how you do it. Then just refresh the page. Yes. That's how you do it. You can clip that and watch it again if you want to. You know what I mean? My family has been up my butt about teaching regular history, but I swear anthropology has been my passion for ages. I can't even escape the helicopter parent in my 20s. But that's just parents. They're always going to treat you like you're a fucking kid. You know what I mean? I've been able to move out for a while now. I don't do it because it's not like I don't have a need to, because I don't plan on getting married, and I got kind of depressed living by myself in my early 20s. So I'm just saving money to buy a house. That's my goal, you know what I mean? Like, my goal is, I have two goals. I like creating content, so like I gotta afford the model, the novel, all the stuff that I do, and I want to buy a house so I can buy a studio. Basically to make content as well. I want to make a house of the studio to make myself. That's why I want to buy a house. And, very related to my passion, but that is my passion, you know? But even then, my parents still fucking treat me like I'm a fucking kid. So sometimes I gotta like play it, like say like, oh, if you want me to move out, I'll do it. And then they fucking like chill out a little bit. Parents are always gonna treat you like a kid. My cousin is 30-something, 36. And every time he goes to sleep in his parents' house, because he lives in Portugal, they still treat him like a child. It's just how parents are, you know? They're always gonna be kind of a pain in the ass. It's just, you know what I mean? That's just parents for you. You can't really, gotta learn to, as long as it's not something crazy like homophobia or something like that. That's not what I'm talking about. But if they're just being a pain in the ass, then don't really try to play it cool. You know what I mean? Try to play it cool. Gotta go. Sorry for not staying long. I hope I love your stream. I hope I can watch more. I mean, you can always watch the VODs later, but you come around more often, NTA. I've been seeing you missing quite a lot. I was just talking about this before, saying like how I haven't seen you in chat before. You know what I mean? Do miss you a lot when people like start missing from YouTube or Twitch. Where? Have we going over again? My brain is fried. That's okay. I know that a lot of people are getting kind of tired, and you guys being tired is making me kind of tired as well. Why don't we take it easy today? Since we had like Icy on, I'm gonna pause the Subathon, and we're gonna cut a little bit short as well, and we can go kind of wilder on the weekend. You know what I mean? I'll think of something fun to do, and we'll wait. Pause. Is it not saying that it's paused? Pause the timer, but it's not saying that it's paused. Well, as long as the timer is paused anyway. Anyhow. I'm gonna cut it short here since people are kind of getting tired anyway. It's also middle of the week, so I know that people can't stay for too long. We'll save for the weekend so we can be a little bit longer, and I'll invite some people to do some stuff. Anyway, thank you so much for coming over. Thank you so much for being here with me. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and hope to see you tomorrow. Don't forget about me, you know.